New challenger.
Out. Out.
Try again. Now try again.
We fight alone or all together.
Round one, fight!
That notorious fight between Bruce Lee and Jet Li that definitely actually happened. No, but you can imagine what it'd be like if it did, right? But welcome to Tournament Fights. This is episode 240. This is Best Martial Arts Movie. It's a 6-way battle. So we'll be featuring tonight the movies of Bruce Lee, Jet Li, Jackie Chan, Donnie Yen, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and Steven Seagal. So that's what we'll be focusing on tonight. And we tried to pick most of their like martial arts centric movies. So I know I'll have some that maybe aren't always, besides Bruce Lee, but the rest of them have some that aren't 100% martial arts. And so we tried to have a focus on that. And we're just going to talk about maybe some of our favorite fight scenes, our favorite just scenes from all these guys, and we'll eventually crown a winner. So I'm excited for this because this is a topic we haven't covered here on the channel yet. So I am your host, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and I'm joined by a pretty great crew tonight. So let's bring them in. We'll start with my co-host, Austin Pez Howell.
All right.
What's
up, how's it going? Shout out to I found a channel called Project Lee 7. I linked him in the description. He does all kinds of videos like that where he edits in different movies of like Bruce Lee versus Steven Seagal, or like Bruce Lee versus Van Damme, or his other tribute videos, to all these different martial arts stars we have on here. So go check out his channel. Like there's some really fun videos I did a rabbit hole on. So go check that out.
Well, I might be going down the rabbit hole after this episode's over, maybe. That was pretty cool. But yeah, also joining us we have Mr. Jonathan Caro. What's up, Jonathan?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm here to kick ass tonight. This is a great episode to be on. Not many movies we have talked about here on this channel. It's going to be very fun to discuss.
We've only talked about on tournaments a couple of these movies, like a couple, like a small fraction. And oddly enough, the couple that'll come up were on like my 128.
Oh,
yeah. No, this is refreshing because we get to talk about all these kinds of different movies, like this, and then Police Story, and of course, it gave me an excuse to finish this set. So
nice.
That's it over there. Yeah.
So, and I can't wait to talk about them. So let's do it. Let's get this fight started.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I've seen a little over half, so it'll be fun to talk about them, and maybe some of the ones I haven't seen, you guys have seen, and you can tell me if they're good or not. But we also have Madi Raymond. What's up, Madi?
Madi.
Unmute myself. How you guys doing?
Oh, good, man. Good to have you. Thanks for being on. It's been a little minute
Yeah.
since we've been on the channel, man. Good to have you back.
Hey, man, you know how it is. You get busy with life, and then everything else just kind of takes a back seat. But no, it's nice to be back.
No, good to have you. Kick the doors down back of the Movie Hero Network and strike back in here. We appreciate it. Thank you. All right.
But we also have Mr. Jason Nike, aka Backtrack Cinema. How's it going?
Good to be here. Good to be here at the Movie Hero Network. Thanks for you guys reaching out, give me a line, and I like me some bone crunching martial arts. It's too bad Chuck didn't make the list either. Some good Chuck Norris shit out there.
We can actually do like a part 2 and include a whole slew of other people. You know what I mean? Like we could do a whole another one and get a whole bunch of other people.
Great idea, though. Great idea. I love me some martial arts.
Chuck Norris, a bunch of those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. But last but certainly not least, we got Richie Goodacre. What's up, Richie?
Hey, hang on. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm having internet issues, but hopefully I'm sorting it out. I think I've seen some martial arts movies, and I've seen some on this list. I've seen a lot of bad ones when I did the Tubi show I did on the podcast I did. So I'd probably see more of those than these ones, but like we'll see what happens. I do love these movies, so we'll see. It'll be fun.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. So, and if anyone's probably doesn't know, I want to bring it up really quick. Hey, what's up, Jonathan?
What's up, John?
I was gonna not that a lot of us speak it, or any of us really, but on the thumbnail, if I can bring it for a second, right in the right hand corner that you see there in Chinese, that actually says Movie Hero right there. That's actually the real Chinese writing.
Right next to.
I just did that little Easter egg, Yeah. So just for fun. So, but Austin, let's say you break it down for any first timers, anyone that's new to the channel, and you can the work.
Yeah, so as we said, this will be the movies of those 6 primary people featured on that thumbnail right there. Again, we had to be picky and choosy, so it's not going to be like every single one of their movies, obviously. But, I did my best to kind of balance it out the best I could between all the stars. And essentially, there are no seeds. So especially for somebody like Jason, it's your first time, there's no seeding or anything like that. So these are all random. So you could have some really good matches going up right in the first round against each other. I just put them all in a big wheel, spin the wheel, and throw them in there. So you could literally also have like Jet Li versus Jet Li, like in a match, right
that's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it.
You could have Van Damme versus Van Damme. So these could all be random. It won't always be one star versus another star. Like you could have the same one. But it just mishmashes everything. So you have some good matches in the first round. So we'll go up and down the ladder. We'll switch the order every time. So each time it'll start with a different person. And then just, we try to keep our thoughts roughly to under, like, let's say 30-40 seconds or so, just kind of some quick rapid fire thoughts, one or the other.
Way long show.
Exactly. The show goes as long as we kind of dictate it. So if you guys go on and on and on, it goes a long show. So because we just keep that in mind. But when we get to once we get out of the outer bracket and kind of introduce the first round and hit all those first round matches, we go speed round and we speed it all the way to the middle. So as we got kind of our initial thoughts.
I gotcha, man. Gotcha.
Speed it all there. And we have tiebreakers. I'll explain it if we need to use the tiebreakers. But other than that, pretty straightforward. Vote even if you haven't seen the movie, just for whatever reason you want, 1 star over the other. If you're more interested in one, whatever you've heard better things about, however you want to vote, it's up to you. So, Jordan, I'll pull up the bracket here in a second, but let's stretch it out. Let's warm up our legs and let's get it going. What do you say?
3, 2, 1, go! Finish him!
Oh man, my legs are already burning watching that.
That was another Project Lee 7 that he had on his thing. So shout out to him.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff. So all right, let's get this thing going. Hopefully Richie will be back again. He's having technical issues. We'll keep an eye out for him. But our first one will be Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. Right off the bat, we got Fist of Fury and Mr. Nice Guy starting things off. So I'll keep an eye out for Richie. Kind of bounce, but Jason, you're up first. So vote for whatever one you want.
Okay. Is Mr. Nice Guy the one with Jennifer Love Hewitt?
No.
That might be.
Yeah, I'm thinking of something else. Okay.
Or something like that.
The tuxedo.
That's the tuxedo.
Yeah, that's the tuxedo. I was thinking either that or the medallion is one of those two.
Okay, well, you know what? I love both these guys. Fist of Fury, vaguely remember it as a teenager. It's been a while since I've covered or watched a lot of Bruce Lee. But you know what? I think I would find Mr. Nice Guy a lot more entertaining for Jackie Chan's personality, and he brings the kung fu like no one's business. So I'll go with Mr. Nice Guy in this one.
Yeah, Mr. Nice Guy is directed by his good buddy Sammo Hung. That he also did a couple movies with. So, Richie's back. Hey, Richie, you want to vote on this one real quick? Mr. Nice Guy and Fist of Fury. We're starting off.
Yeah, I've seen Mr. Nice Guy, which is why I'm voting Fist of Fury. I wasn't a fan of Mr. Nice Guy. It's actually hard to find now. Even at least here, it's hard to find. I saw it once in the theater, and then I'm like, I wanted to give that a rewatch, and then I can't find it. I couldn't find anywhere. I'm like, have I been gaslit? Did I actually watch this movie? This movie exists, but yeah, I remember having I think I had the poster of it, even though I didn't like the movie. So I think it's got was it Richard Madden as well? This movie, I think it's Richard. Is it Richard Madden? Something like that.
Yeah, I think
probably. Yeah,
but, yeah. Fist of Fury is he better? So I'll go. Yeah, that I'll go with that. Mr. Nice Guy is not one of his better ones.
Okay.
Yeah. Medivh.
Okay, so I asked this in the chat and I completely forgot what it is because internationally they have different titles. Is Fist of Fury also known as Big Boss?
So the Big Boss is Fists of Fury. Fist of Fury is also the Chinese connection. Fist of Fury is the one where he's fighting all the guys in the dojo that was remade as Fist of Legend with Jet Li. Basically the mashup I played at the beginning was Fist of Fury and Fist of Legend, like essentially.
Okay, so this one is Chinese connection one, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, then I'm going with that because Mr. Nice Guy was not a good movie, and Chinese Connection is actually really fun.
Yeah,
so I'm going.
I know. It got confusing. I double checked it on the Wikipedia. I know it's
weird. As I was looking it up, I was like, did they put the same movie twice? Like, what?
No, because there's 5 movies in the set, and Bruce only has 5 on this bracket. He's only got 5. So
yeah, I know. But I was like, Fist of Fury is like the same thing as far as I could tell. I was googling.
I know. The Way of the Dragon, the Chuck Norris one, is also called Return of the Dragon. It's like weird. Yeah.
That is really weird.
Yes.
It was a weird thing that confused me. Like, for behind the scenes people. Like last night, I was like, "What the hell movie are we supposed to be watching?"
Yeah, right.
I'm going with Fist of Fury.
Fist of Fury, yes.
Yeah.
Now, when we get to the Big Boss, I use the poster for the Big Boss, so that's
okay.
That's what it is. But yeah, Jonathan.
Yeah, Mr. Nice Guy. I think it's just a fun movie, a fun Jackie Chan movie, but the plot is sort of thin. It's really just about recovering a tape. You know, it's fine. I mean, you're just being entertained by watching Jackie Chan do his stunts, and we have a lot of those. But this is not one of his best Jackie Chan movies. It's still fun. Available on Tubi, by the way. So it's good. Fist of Fury. I mean, part of this set here, this beautiful Bruce Lee Criterion set.
Mm-hmm. I've got that.
I mean, 4 out of 5, not bad. But Fist of Fury, this is, I think, maybe the darkest of the 5 movies. It really, about the dojo, the Japanese dojo. This is like the grimmest of his films. And he has a good performance. He delivers a good performance as well. And it has a very shocking conclusion that was interesting. So I'm going to vote Fist of Fury. We have better Jackie Chan movies in this tournament. Yeah. So Fist of Fury.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Jonathan. Yeah, I mean, Jackie Chan always has good fight scenes, but yeah, Mr. Nice Guys overall is not one of his best. But yeah, I love Bruce Lee. I have that Criterion set. It's just out of reach. It's behind me, though. I have it. It's great. Yeah, I'll be pushing hard for Bruce because he's only got 5 on here. But I think they're a lot of fun. And I think he's a really underrated actor. I think he's actually a pretty good actor in most of his movies. So, yeah, especially one that's actually in my 128, that will pop up later. So I'll go Fist of Fury.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate Mr. Nice Guy. I actually kind of have some fun with it. I mean, I think isn't he just like a bystander and he witnesses like something happen and then eventually he gets involved with like some gang stuff and then he has to like some gangs that are after him and
he always gets involved with gangs that are after him that go after him later.
Yeah. In this case, he's grocery shopping.
Yeah, right.
Yes. Okay. Grocery shopping.
Yeah, so I mean it's fun enough, but yeah, Fist of Fury rules. It's awesome, and it's like Bruce Lee movies are always interesting because they have these really long fight sequences that go on and on and on, and like they're really cool. Like when they're cool, but sometimes they kind of drag a little bit, but this one's cool because he like literally fights his whole entire dojo. I think that at one point, if I remember right, if I don't get the movies mixed up, he fights the guy with the sword, and I don't know if it's the one where he like stabs the guy in the back with the sword, like he throws it up and the sword comes down in the guy's back, literally. But yeah, he fights the whole entire dojo, and then at the end he fights like I don't know who the final guy is, if he's like his sensei or something like that, but yeah, it's like really cool. So this is one of the better Bruce Lee movies in my opinion. So I'll go Fist of Fury.
All right, Fist of Fury moves on. Yeah. All right, and we will go down to Jet Li's in Unleashed, and again Jet Li. So we got Jet Li. He's Romeo Must Die, one of his kind of early American movies. So Jason's up first on this
one. Love Unleashed easily here for me because it has a lot of character and story to it, a big heart to it. Seeing Jet Li, this being controlled by Bob Hoskins, he doesn't. He's got like these memories of loving music and everything, and his mom. And I think Jet Li's acting was really good in this. But when he unleashes the pain, holy fucking shit, does he unleash the pain? And it's awesome. And this one's just a really good movie, not just a good martial arts movie. It's a good flipping movie. So I'll go Unleashed.
Yeah. Madi, what do you say?
I actually haven't seen any of them, but the fact that Bob Hoskins is in Unleashed, I'll vote for Unleashed.
Hell yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. He's great. It's one of his better later movies. Yeah, before he passed away. It's really good.
Yeah.
Jonathan, definitely a blind spot, but yeah, I'll look into this one. This one I'm kind of intrigued by now.
Right.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of homework for this tournament, and Jet Li, his movies were the ones I watched the most. The last movie I watched was a Jet Li movie, and it was between Romeo Must Die and another movie we'll talk about, and I picked the other one. I just heard a little mixed reviews about Romeo Must Die, and I think I hopefully picked the other good one starring Jet Li and DMX and Anthony Anderson. Hopefully.
Yeah.
That was more fun. I'll say that.
Jet Li and
we'll talk about it in a moment. But
and the same director with the same crew.
Oh, wow.
For real? All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. As for Unleashed, actually, I'm totally in agreement with Jason here. Unleashed is a good movie. It's a good movie. It's actually a little tragic. It has some good performances. Jet Li delivers one of his best performances. Morgan Freeman's good in it. Bob Hoskins, I think he's the reason why I liked Unleashed more than I should have. And Hoskins delivers a very fun, charismatic, villainous performance. So, Unleashed is a good martial arts action film. So I recommend it mostly because of Hoskins. But Unleashed gets my vote.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, Romeo Must Die is okay, but as Jonathan was alluding to, like the same director would work with the same basic crew and cast in a movie a couple years later that I'm a bigger fan of. That will come up in this bracket. That is really, really fun. But Unleashed is also really, really good, and one of the ones that has a good, solid story that you can kind of get behind. And I'm a big Roger Rabbit fan, so I love Bob Hoskins. This is one of his better like kind of 2000s roles, you know. So yeah, I'll go with Unleashed here.
Yeah, I think that Romeo Must Die. It's got a fun cast. You know, I don't know if the writing is all the way there, but I mean, throwing DMX, Isaiah Washington, Anthony Anderson, Delroy Lindo, and it's fun. But also Aaliyah, but before she passed away. But yeah, but yeah, I think that Unleashed is probably the other one. I can't remember if this is one where he like fights in a tournament or he's like trying to fight in one, but I don't know if it happens.
No, they more
in
just
a tournament.
No, they just kind of throw them into these like underground fights and like unleash them on people.
Okay,
yeah,
but
unleash them on people. That's wrong one.
Yeah,
I know.
He's literally chained like a dog.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
but yeah, I'll vote for Unleashed. Yeah.
All right, Richie.
Yeah, Romeo Must Die is fun, but yeah, there is a movie coming up later that is more fun than that one. Unleashed is the better movie. Yeah, solid cast, solid acting, great piano playing. I remember vaguely.
Yeah,
and it's fun. It's just a better overall movie than Romeo Must Die. But I gotta say I feel I love Jet Li. I'll go Unleashed.
All right, Unleashed.
Unleashed the Groom.
All right, we'll go now to Iron Monkey, which is an early Donnie Yen. And then we got another Jet Li with Fist of Legend, which I just mentioned. It's kind of a loose remake of Fist of Fury. So,
okay.
Yeah. So this is kind of a toss-up here. We'll see what happens. Madi.
I actually like both of these movies. Probably go with Iron Monkey just because Fist of Legend is a remake and we already put forward the original.
Okay.
Like, I don't have any other reason. I like both of these movies a lot. They're both really well done. The action scenes are done phenomenally. But, yeah, I don't have any other reasons. Just, I guess, we got to get at least one Donnie Yen on there. And just in case, I want to make sure that this one gets on there. Because this one is really well done.
Yeah. Sounds good. Jonathan.
Oh, I hopefully we'll get at least one Donnie Yen movie in there. Okay, well, I haven't seen either of these, and it was hard to find Fist of Legend. Iron Monkey's on Tubi.
I have the out of print DVD from years ago on Dragon Dynasty. I bought a whole bunch of those back in the day before they went out of print, and so I know they're hard to find now. Yeah.
I guess I'll toss up. I'll just say Iron Monkey. Just because Donnie Yen, he doesn't have many. It's going to be a tougher sledding for Donnie Yen movies, to be honest, in this tournament. So I'm going to go Iron Monkey.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, I enjoy both of these because these are two of the earliest ones I saw either of these guys in. Because Fist of Legend, there was a fight scene on a DVD called like Ultimate Fights. It was like a compilation of movie fights, and they had the Fist of Legend like dojo fight on there, and I was like, oh shit, like that's awesome, and I picked up that DVD. And Iron Monkey, I love Donnie Yen, and kind of like John says, he's gonna have a tougher spot because he's got a franchise on here that we got a lot of his franchise stuff. If you've seen them, they're great. But we'll see how many people have actually seen them. But yeah, Iron Monkey is a really fun movie, and it's short. It's like 85 minutes. It's really fun. I'll go Iron Monkey. Yeah, I'll give it to the underdog in this one.
Yeah. Well, so I've never seen Fist of Legend. I have seen Iron Monkey, but I have watched some of the fight scenes from Fist of Legend, especially. I mean, a lot of that was included in the opening, but yeah, it's really well choreographed. The fight scenes work pretty well, but yeah. So Iron Monkey is fun because it's like Donnie Yen almost being like a superhero of sorts, where like if there was a martial arts type of superhero, because he just like comes in the night and they call him Iron Monkey, and he just takes out the bad guys in the nighttime, And,
he's a super ninja with his super swords.
Yeah. So it just comes out and it's fun because like he saves people. No one knows knows who he is, and then he just takes off because he doesn't want to take credit for it. He just wants to be there to help people. And yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. So I'll go Iron Monkey. Yeah. Richie.
Yeah, I've seen Twisted Legend. It's really good. I know Iron Monkey's on Tubi, but the problem is like because I watched a lot of martial arts movies on Tubi. The problem is a lot of martial arts movies are got similar titles. So you got Iron Monkey, the Drunken Monkey, the Drunken Master, Iron something, and you're like, okay, which one is the thing?
The Iron Worker, the Monkey Man, yeah, the Monkey Iron Guy,
yeah. But yeah, but I'll get around to it because I love Donnie Yen, and yeah, I'd probably give it the franchise that will come up. I will at least hopefully vouch for at least 2 of them. So, but yeah, I'll go Twisted Legend because I think it's while we do have the original, the remake is still good. So I'll go Twisted Legend.
Yeah. Jason, what do you say?
I haven't seen any of these, to be honest with you. But I gotta give love to my boy Donnie Yen, so I'll go with Iron Monkey because I think I would want to watch that more. That's how I'm feeling anyway.
And Jason, your buddy Wolfman is checking in.
Wolfman, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, he's a regular on the network here, so thanks for watching. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
but yeah.
And also, speaking of the last one, we're gonna have a 2000 ladder series, and we'll see if Romeo Must Die there. So
we sure will. Look, a better year than 2001, but it's not.
Still mixed. Hey, we're getting to 99. We'll get there, John.
Yeah,
we'll get to
99 was a good year.
It's coming. It's
gonna plow through these other years.
We got Kiss of the Dragon, kind of around the time of Romeo Must Die with Bridget Fonda, and we got the original Universal Soldier, Roland Emmerich.
It's the same poster. Kiss of the Dragon and Romeo Must Die. Very similar posters. Anyway.
That's what they did in the 2000s. It's like, it's just Donnie Yen and a girl behind him. Yeah, it's or Jet Li. I'm sorry, but Kiss of the Dragon. They're very similar. All right, Jonathan. What you got?
Okay, I'm going to be brief. I have not seen Universal Soldier. So
holy shit, man!
Yeah, look,
I
had some time on my hands, but I saw just one JCVD movie.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So, but Kiss of the Dragon was the last movie I just wrapped up, and this was a surprise. This was a solid movie. I liked it very much. Lee does give a good performance. However, even though the action sequences are really well done and choreographed well and well paced for a martial arts action movie, I thought the supporting performances from Bridget Fonda as the prostitute and oh my god, how do you pronounce his name? Checky Cario?
Something like that. Checky Cario. Yeah, he's
a bad boys guy. Oh my god, he's a hole of a cop in that movie. Oh man, he's a good bad guy. So I don't think there are a lot of memorable bad guys in this tournament, but this is definitely one of the most memorable ones. So I gotta vote for Kiss of the Dragon. I think this is a solid Jet Li movie that actually works, for a 2000s martial arts action flick. So yeah, Kiss of the Dragon.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, Kiss of the Dragon is solid. I miss Bridget Fonda in movies. Like, she just kind of disappeared after like kind of the early 2000s here, and I miss her and stuff. But I think Universal Soldier is a lot of fun, man. Him and Dolph Lundgren. The stuff where he gets overheated and he's got like sit in a ice bath and cool off. You get to see Van Damme butt. It's great. As he does in a lot of his movies. He likes to show it off, man. He got chiseled and did his thing. It's early Roland Emmerich, and it's when I still liked Roland Emmerich. And he still was making solid movies. So I have a soft spot for Van Damme. I think I think a lot of his 80s and 90s stuff is pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Like, he's not the greatest actor in the world, but he does his thing and he's got charisma, and I like him. So I'll go Universal Soldier.
Yeah. So I'll be honest. Well, first I'll say I haven't seen either one of these, so they're both blind spots. And also, I'm not a huge Van Damme fan. I'm just not. But I have seen some of his movies though, so there'll be some I can talk about. But for Universal Soldier, just looking at like it says that like one of the cops or whoever he's supposed to be it's Dolph Lundgren that like becomes deranged and goes on like a rampage or something, and then you have to go after him, and then there's also Michael Jai White in that. So I mean, for those two alongside Van Damme, I'd probably watch it, but yeah. But just probably more of a Jet Li fan here, and Kiss of the Dragon sounds pretty good, so I think I'll vote Kiss of the Dragon. So,
Richard.
But yeah, Richard.
Yeah, I haven't seen Kiss of the Dragon. I've seen Universal Soldier, and yeah, I liked early Roland Emmerich until he fell off a freaking cliff. Now he's basically going, you're not getting movie money anymore. You're getting TV money. I think it's doing some 3-part series thing I read. I don't know. Yeah, but Universal Soldiers it is a lot of fun. So yeah, that's where. Yeah, and I like Van Damme. I got a soft spot for Van Damme. I think some of his movies are kind of corny sometimes, so they're fun. I think he's got enough he's got that Schwarzenegger charisma and kind of carrying him through. So I'll go Universal Soldier.
Yeah. Jason, what do you say?
Yeah, I've seen both of these. Huge fan of Universal Soldier. Kiss of the Dragon's fun too. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I remember having a good time with it. But Universal Soldier, Dolph and Van Damme in this movie is great. Good sci-fi action, and like you guys said before, Roland Emmerich. Not a huge fan of for a while. I mean, I like Stargate, love Universal Soldier, and then he does all these disaster flicks. I mean, The Day After Tomorrow is pretty good, I think, but not a huge fan of the guy. But I like this one, and Dolph really wanted to be a good bad guy in this. And like when he's in the grocery store and shit like that, where he's like, the whole fucking platoon's dying, he goes, only way to win this fucking war. And he's just like, he's just really intimidating, has presence. I love the guy, man. I absolutely, I'm a big Rocky fan, so I mean, Drago, right?
Yeah.
Just fell in love with some Dolph. I'm going Universal Soldier all day.
Yeah.
I have like 2 Roland Emmerich movies out of his entire filmography. None of them are Universal Soldier. I don't like Jean-Claude Van Damme at all. Like I can't. Every movie I've seen of his, I'm just like shooting my head through a wall. So Kiss of the Dragon by default. I haven't seen all of Kiss of the Dragon. I've seen like the first half, and I'm still picking that over Universal Soldier.
Okay.
Van Damme. I'm sorry. Every Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, I'm voting against. I'm letting you guys know right now.
It's a brutal movie.
Just a side note. Anyone who doesn't like Van Damme, there's 2 movies he did in the 2000s. One's called In Hell, really good prison movie, and another one called 6 Bullets, where it's kind of like Van Damme doing Taken in a way. Where his acting's actually quite good in it. So I would really suggest
check it out. 'Cause I'm not a big Van Damme guy. So
Kung Fu Panda 2, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Is in that. I'll vote for Kung Fu Panda 2, but that's it. I can't think of it.
All right. We have a tie. How the ties work is we start at the bottom and we just rotate the tie-breaking vote, and you can vote for either one. So, Richie, you got the first one.
I will not stand for this Van Damme slander. Go Universal Soldier. Go for it.
All right.
Good. But also, too, Roland Emmerich's doing it. The Lawrence of Arabia TV series.
That's a terrible idea.
He's going to destroy that.
Yikes.
Who greenlit this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, exactly my reaction.
Yeah.
Every time Jean-Claude comes up, play that.
Oh, well, all right. Well, there you go. Well, we got the Expendables 3 for Jet Li and a host of other people, obviously. And then we got more Van Damme. Sorry, Madi, with Lionheart. So I'm up first. Expendables 3. Yeah, up until the 4th one was probably my weakest one. Although I think, what's his name? God damn it,
Gibson, awesome in it.
No, Antonio Banderas is having fun in that movie. He's having fun.
Yeah.
Banderas is having a great time. Yeah, but I mean, Jet Li doesn't have a lot to do in it. Look, I like Lionheart. Again, it's a silly, goofy premise about this dude, like, you know, getting hooked up with like basically a homeless guy who has connections to an underground fight league and puts him in there to make money. Like, it's silly, but it's really fun. And again, the focus on the fight scenes. I think the fight scenes are excellent. There's a great mashup I saw up online where it's like a Street Fighter matchup with Lionheart, and it's really great. So you can check that out. But yeah, I'm voting Lionheart. It's early '90s Van Damme cheese, and I'm there for it.
Yeah. So I have seen both of these ones, and I'm not a big Expendables guy. I think it's where action stars go to die. It's just not. It doesn't do much for me personally. But Lionheart, surprisingly, I had fun with it, and it's Van Damme playing a French guy, which is closer to like his home kind of thing. But I mean, he gets the accent at least down a little bit, and then to go into do the underground like bare knuckle fights and stuff, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I mean, I don't love it, Lionheart. I don't think it's the greatest one, but I like it much better than Expendables 3. So I'll vote Lionheart.
Okay,
but Richie.
Yeah. Expendables 3, I think it suffers from it's like the first one that's like PG-13 or whatever. And yeah, it's I think these movies need to be for it to work. And then it sort of just suffers from like a lot of the 1 and 2 had like full on like action stars, and this was one experimented with like, you know, people like from across like, you know, I mean this is when it aged poorly. This was when they, you know, Ronda Rousey was still at the top of the MMA game before she had lost to Holly Holm, and she lost all her marketability. And yeah, and like I think you got like, was it Ortiz in there as well, the boxer. And Mel Gibson is a great villain. I'll say that he's having fun, and like you said, Antonio Banderas is having fun. But yeah, if it's the other two, it might be a harder choice. But Lionheart's a good enough. It's got the right amount of cheese. It's fun. It's like a Van Damme movie. Yeah, I can sink my teeth into it. It's an easy watch. So I'll go Lionheart.
All right. Yeah, Jason.
Yeah.
Huge Expendables fan. Not so much of this one's. It's okay. I warmed up to it over the years, but it has a great Wesley Snipes character. Jason Statham's awesome in it. Stallone's my favorite guy of all fucking time. So, I'll go Expendables 3 for sure, because Lionheart doesn't have too much to offer. A plot I've seen done better in other movies, to be honest with you. But and I'm a Van Damme fan. I do like him, but I don't remember. Lionheart's not one I return to very often, but Expendables 3, I'll always binge it in the franchise. But 4, no fucking way.
Yeah. Well, Mehdi, what are you going for?
I mean, I think I said my answer last round as well, but I will say Expendables 3 has some Snipes in it.
Is that you with every Van Damme movie?
that is me with every Van Damme movie. That's really hilarious that it came out.
Wait, we haven't gotten to Seagal yet.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, you know what? Seagal, I have one of his movies that I actually enjoy watching. But Expendables 3, I do want to say Mel Gibson is a fantastic villain in it. He has that whole scene in the back of the van.
Oh, yeah. So good.
It's so good. And then Wesley Snipes in this is amazing. He makes like that joke about tax evasion, about why he's locked up in that place. I loved it. Expendables. It's not the best Expendables movie, but it's not the worst either. So I'm going Expendables.
Yeah, we could do a whole nother part of like Wesley Snipes, Tony Jaa, Iko Uwais, like we could round up Michael J. White. Like we could do a whole nother part two of like Chuck Norris. Like we could do 6 other like martial arts action guys. You know what I mean?
Scott Atkins is really good.
Atkins,
man.
yeah. I mean,
I
we
love
could
him.
do like a whole nother part 2 of like different people and
for
showcase
sure.
other guys. Yeah. So we might do that in the future. We'll see.
Yeah.
But Jonathan?
Yeah, sorry about that. The Expendables 3, it's fine. Well, actually, no, I didn't like it. I think that PG-13 rating really ruined it. It really did. It basically destroyed its momentum after that second one. But Gibson is, if you like him or dislike him, he's actually pretty good in this. He's a good villain. And like y'all said, Banderas is having fun. Lionheart is the JCVD movie that I watched, and yeah, it's good. It's fun. I think it's probably the softest martial arts movie I saw because it is kind of nice. As he plays a guy who's there in America, escaping from the French region to support his deceased brother's family because of his fights. Because of from earning his fights. Yeah, let's move on. Lionheart.
Yeah. Sorry, Mati. Another Van Damme goes through.
I'll vote him out next round too.
Yeah, right.
Also, there's bringing up JCVD. That's a good one from him.
Yeah. So we got our first Seagal. We got Mark for Death. And then we got the Karate Kid remake with Jackie Chan.
Oh, no.
All right. So, all right. Which I guess we'll be seeing kind of more of with crossing over with the Cobra Kai thing.
Yeah.
We don't know what that is.
That's weird.
We don't know what it is or what it's going to be, but it's happening. So, whatever it is. Jordan.
Yeah, I've never seen Mark for Death. I'll be honest, I haven't seen a lot of Seagal movies. I've only seen like one or two because that was enough for me and that was good.
And to let everybody know, with Seagal, I only basically went with his primary run of 8 or 9 before he went into direct DVD territory. You know what I mean?
That's his best work anyway. That's his best work.
I only went up to about 96, 97 with him, and then we tapped out. So yeah, I'll just let you know that.
But I have
before
seen
he just sat down.
Yes, before he started having sit-down fight scenes. Yes, literally, go watch those. They're amazing.
Before he sat down in Russia, I guess
he sits down in the chair and has a fight scene in one of those direct-to-video movies. It's amazing.
Yeah, but I have seen the Karate Kid remake, and I think it's all right. I mean, the Jackie Chan stuff is at least watchable and okay. The Jaden Smith stuff is better left unwatched probably, but Jackie Chan's good, and that's what we're kind of here to celebrate these martial artists. So I'll go with the Karate Kid. So yeah, but Richie.
Yeah, I feel like to an extent how Mehdi feels about Van Damme, I feel about Seagal. By that metric, I haven't seen. Haven't really. I think I watched Mark for Death once, and that was enough. Karate Kid, the remake wasn't that thrilled on that either. And because he doesn't do karate, he does kung fu. Fucking marketing team. It's Kung Fu Kid. But
yeah, I think that name was already taken from the movie.
And this is also around the time where Will Smith was aggressively, and Jada Pinkett was aggressively going, our kids are really talented. Here we go. Here you go. Look at them. They're very talented guys.
Look, here they are. Yeah. Throw them in your face.
Look, I think there's enough in there that in the Karate Kid that I do enjoy, though. So I will go with the Karate Kid. I'm curious as to what this crossover is. I think it's a weird idea, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Jason. Yep.
Well, I'll give character and story to the Karate Kid, even though it's a remake. Don't go back to it very often. I'm a huge Karate Kid fan, but I just might as well watch the originals. But I love Jackie Chan's performance in it. You know, when he comes in, he's busting the shit out of the car, and he's like, "No training today, no training." And the fight he has with the kids when he saves Will Smith's offspring there. It's pretty awesome, the choreography, how they did all that, and the mom's really good too. I forget her. Yeah, she's really good in this. Now I'm not the biggest lover of Seagal as a person, but his early movies I do like. But once you've seen one or two of them, that's enough, right? You get your fill of the guy. I love his breed, but I love his breed of martial arts. And this is when he was younger. He was faster. You know what I mean? He's a joke now. Honestly, he's just a joke now. But Mark for Death's actually one of my favorites by him. Between that and Hard to Kill, I would say are his two best. This would make a great double feature with Predator 2 because of the Jamaican gangs running.
Oh God, you stole my line, Jason. That was not what I was going to
say. through both these movies, but and you get a young Danielle Harris in this movie as the niece in Marked for Death. But I don't know. I like it. I like a lot of the fight scenes in it, like when he's like, "You fuck with my family, you die," and he's busting limbs and everything like that. But the thing is, is it Keith David? Or Keith David Keith. What's his name?
Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah. He really gets sidelined. He really gets sidelined, and I just wish he got into the mix a lot more because I really liked his character and I love him as a character actor. But I actually will. I return to Mark for Death a lot more, so I'm going Mark for Death.
Yeah. Well, Madi, what do you say?
So I haven't seen any of the other Karate Kid movies or Cobra Kai. Just haven't gotten around to it, but I did see this one, and I think a lot of the times that people didn't like it, it was like, it's because it's not the same as the original, which I get. But no, I thought Will Smith's kid is probably the weakest part of this movie, but everything else I thought was good. Like I enjoyed Jackie Chan. I thought he gave a really good performance. Taraji P. Henson does a phenomenal job in her role. So yeah, I'll go Karate Kid. It's not great, but it's not a shitbox of a movie.
Yeah. Jonathan, what do you say?
Yes, nepotism. Nepotism at its worst. Jaden, he's okay. He's done worse though. After Earth. Yeah, but we're not talking about him. We're talking about Jackie Chan here, which he actually gives the best performance in the movie. And I haven't seen Mark for Death, but. So it's a good movie, a good spinoff. So I'll give my vote to the Karate Kid.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, Jason, you totally ripped my line because I love Predator 2. I'm a big Predator 2 fan. And this is a great 1990 Jamaican drug gang double feature because they're both in the same year.
Absolutely, man.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
No, they're great. They're sweaty, like LA drug gang movies. Yeah. And Dwight H. Little directed Mark for Death, which is why Danielle Harris said it because he did Halloween 4. So that's why she's in there as well because he had directed her 2 years earlier. I don't mind these early Seagal movies. Like they're silly. It's Seagal just mugging for the camera and doing his fight scenes, and it's just him being a badass and never selling anything, to use a wrestling term. He just beats the shit out of everybody and never takes a hit. It's great. So I'll give some love to Mark Death, but I don't mind Karate Kid going through it. Like Jackie Chan's good in that movie, I'll say that. So but all right, Karate Kid going. Universal Soldier: The Return and Black Mask with Jet Li, and I included that one because this is one of his last theatrical movies of the '90s, and then he kind of falls off into direct-to-video territory. So this was kind of his last gasp before he broke off. At least for Van Damme, for a little while. Richie.
All right, I'll dogs barking and stuff, so I'll try to talk over. Black Mask, I have not seen. I didn't know it was a thing until just 30 seconds ago. Universal Soldier: The Return. I have a guilty pleasure. It's not great, but it's fun. It's got Bill. I'm a wrestling fan. It's got Bill Goldberg, and it's Van Damme. Look, it's got the ingredients I like. It's not a great movie, but I enjoy it. So Universal Soldier.
Yeah. Jason.
All right, I haven't seen this Universal Soldier. I saw the one with Scott Adkins, but not this one. And Black Mask, I remember when it come out. That's probably the last time I watched it, but I do remember the fight scenes being pretty awesome for its time. So I'll go with Black Mask here, just quickly. So,
Madi, what do you say?
Universal Soldier 2 might be the worst movie I've ever seen.
I've seen. Well, you need to see more movies. Watch none of the church movie from this year.
I was gonna say like that.
For every movie.
The Dungeons and Dragons movie from like 2000.
Yeah,
and
I've seen Fart the movie. Watch Fart the movie, and then
you need a new appreciation for movies. Yeah, I've seen.
Listen, here's the thing. I don't have a lot of time to watch movies in the first place, I'm not going to watch shitty ones.
Yeah,
I enjoy the better ones more.
Then you
I'm
have a
going to
better
watch the movies
appreciation
I
for
want to watch.
mediocre movies.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not watching Universal Soldier 2 again. I wish I could forget that I've seen that movie. I'm going with Black Mass. I haven't even seen it, but I'm going with it just based on the principle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jonathan, what do you say?
Yeah, I would say Borderlands is in the running for me as probably my least favorite movie of the decade. But well, no, music was terrible. Anyway,
you guys see that movie?
I'm telling you, watch Not Another Church movie. You will appreciate every movie you ever see again. I'm telling you.
Right. Well, all right. So you rarely hear me. You rarely hear me say I haven't seen either of these because obviously I see a lot of movies. But let's make it brief. Black Mask, just because.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a cool. It's a cool poster, by the way. That Black Mask.
It is a cool poster.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, Austin.
It was funny, Richie. Black Mass 2 has a wrestling connection. Rob Van Dam's in that movie. Just let you know that. Yeah, it has a weirdly stacked cast for a shitty sequel. It's like Scott Adkins in that one, Tyler Maine's in that one, Tobin Bell's in that one. But the sequel sucks worse than the first one. But even though it has a better cast, but the first one's good. Yeah, it has a super soldier thing going on, so it's kind of like his version of Universal Soldier. So he's kind of a superhero. I'll vote for it. It's a better movie. But yeah, I mean, I watch Universal Soldier. It's like, again, it's not the worst thing. I thought it was totally watchable, and yeah, I mostly watched it because Michael Jai White and Goldberg were in it at the time, and I was fans of both those guys. So, I don't think it's that bad, but I'll go Black Mask. I'll give it to Jet Li on this one.
Well, I've never seen the first Universal Soldier, let alone the sequel, so I'm not gonna go out and watch this anytime soon. But and I also haven't seen Black Mask, but the synopsis for it though, like sells me, because even just reading like the first like sentence from it, I'm sold. It says Simon, played by Jet Li, appears to be a mild-mannered librarian, but he's actually a genetic enhanced soldier who feels no pain. All right, let's go. I'm already in. All right. That sounds like a fun time, and it's Jet Li, and it's got to be better than Van Damme in a Universal Soldier sequel. So I'll go with Black Mask.
Yes, watch Thanksgiving 3, Mehdi, and you'll have an appreciation for every other movie ever made. That has something going on. I'm just saying, sometimes context is key, when it comes to
I did earlier say I haven't seen the Karate Kid movie. You guys can't tell me to watch that instead?
You can watch that if you want to. That's a better movie.
You seen Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate? Might be the worst animated movie this year.
All right. So we got On Deadly Ground. A little more Seagal, and we've got obviously a Jet Li and a Van Damme with Expendables 2. So Jason, you'll kick us off.
Oh fuck, man! This is not even a question. Expendables 2 easily. Expendables 2 is one I think is for pure action entertainment. Maybe one of the best action movies for the entertainment. Having all my favorite. I'm someone who grew up in the 80s as a kid, so these are my dudes. This was my movie. So I know I prefer the first one, but Van Damme as a bad guy is awesome in this. Mm-hmm. I thought that one scene where they're staring down each other and he goes, "Don't challenge me." He's sitting there like that. And there was some serious tension between both sides, right? With the fog coming in and they kill the Billy the Kid there, I think his name is. Yeah. This was great. And seeing Bruce Arnold and Stallone at the end there just coming, that was just epic. So all day Expendables 2. This is not even an argument here.
All right. Yeah. But it seemed like Jonathan really wanted to talk about On Deadly Ground. So we'll talk about it.
Yeah. You know what? I kind of want to just let Jonathan go. Expendables 2 is fantastic. I haven't seen On Deadly Ground. So Jonathan, go ahead.
I could talk about it too. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm obviously voting for the Expendables 2 because Jason said it. Van Damme plays a great villain of the franchise. He actually is probably the best villain of the franchise. His name is Villain. Seriously, I mean that's his name. Yeah. Villain.
Wow.
And also, by the way, Chuck Norris is in it, so he's great. Yeah. Just I think like 2 scenes, one or. No, 2 or 3 scenes actually. Yeah. Okay, on Deadly Ground. Okay. probably some of the most laughable dialogue in a martial arts movie ever. Holy crap! And it teeters on idiotic and simplistic, and it feels like Seagal doesn't know how to listen to actual conversation. Like, search for some of the clips on this. Search for some of the clips on YouTube, and listen to the dialogue, and it just doesn't come close to natural conversation. It is ridiculous. I mean, some of the action is fine. Seagal, look, even though he doesn't know how to act, he doesn't know how to direct either.
I was gonna say this is one directorial effort, also.
Yeah,
yeah.
But Kane is over the top. I enjoyed him. As a villain. Arlie Ermy, he has some fun quips, but that ending, after all that endless violence, that speech at the end about the environment and respecting it, I was like, oh my God, can we go home now? Can I just finish this movie? Oh my God. It made me upset. Holy crap. I was like laughing at it. I was like, okay, this may be a guilty pleasure, but that ending destroys it. Holy crap. So yeah, The Expendables 2.
So did you like the movie?
Yeah. Expendables 2, because it has a great. This is my favorite of the 4. So
yeah,
you're a big fan, right?
Yeah, from Austin.
Yeah, again, I can appreciate these corny ass Seagal movies like for what they are. Like it just absolutely dog shit. And yeah, his direction is bad, but yeah, and a weirdly stacked cast like Billy Bob Thornton's in it. Like it's just like there's a bunch of people show up. But this is for you, Jonathan. I pulled it very, very quickly.
Listen, I love the spirit world and I loved your father, but it doesn't matter right now. What really matters is the cold, hard reality of this world, and that's what we got to deal with. I didn't want to resort to violence. I don't have a choice, and I'm not taking any chances this time, because I can't.
That's some Oscar-winning shit.
Oh God,
did he roll his eyes when he walked away? It looked like he rolled his eyes.
He directs it. He's got the music swelling. He's like, I'm gonna win a goddamn Oscar for my movie. God damn it! And no, not even close.
Who
Swinging a
kept
miss.
hiring him?
Yeah, himself. He directed it. It's his movie.
No, but like in other movies, how do you keep getting hired?
This was the start of the decline. This is '94, so like he only has a few.
The start of the decline. There was only decline.
I gotta stop for a moment. Remember that torture scene of the old man?
Yeah.
Oh my God! It's like it's so violent and it's goofy at the same time.
All right, but yeah, no, I'm also.
I didn't want to resort to violence. I don't believe you.
Yeah. Jordan.
Yeah, there's a whole entire page here you can go to that has just quotes from the movie, and it's like really, really cringy. Like fuck, those animals stink, or hey cupcake, who the fuck you think you're looking at, or just stupid lines. Yeah. but I've never seen On Deadly Ground, but I almost kind of want to now because of the horrible dialogue.
You can just laugh at it. It's funny.
Yeah. But The Expendables 2, I mean, I don't really like the Expendables movies all that much, but I do like seeing Arnold there with Stallone and Van Damme and like all them, or Bruce Willis, all of them together. So that's fun. I mean, even if it's like not the greatest movie, it's still fun to see them together. So I'll go Expendables 2. Yeah.
I kind of need to see Under the Ground now. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe we put it on the wheel for Wheel of Movies. We need to talk about this movie.
Yeah. So, come on, it's got an environmental message. Steven Seagal. Come on, you got it. It's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, Expendables 2 rules. And Jean-Claude Van Damme is great. And yeah, man, like he ran out, kicks a knife into the least talented Hemsworth brother's chest. It's amazing. Fucking boy. That is it's fucking great. It's just a fun time. I wish all these Expendables movies are like this, and they lost its way. So, but yeah, this is a lot of fun. So Expendables 2.
All right, all right, going down to Shanghai Noon, one of the two, and it's a Jackie Chan match because we got the original Drunken Master from the late 70s. So, Mati, what's up on this one?
Damn it. I like both these movies a lot. Shanghai Noon is really fun.
Yeah.
But Drunken Master is like probably top 4 Jackie Chan movies of all time. I think we're talking about the other one, so I don't want to say it yet. But like, yeah, Shanghai Noon I love, but I got to go Drunken Master. It's so good, and it's like I think it was the start of the martial arts comedy style. I don't know if there was one before, but I think that was probably the first one that really started it. It's really funny. The action is phenomenally well done, and it has like an actual story behind it. It's not just just insert fight scene here. Like there's actually like fights that happen that have stakes behind them, and you feel for the characters a little bit. Not like Oscar level, but it's just a phenomenal movie. I gotta go Drunken Master. Although Shanghai Noon deserves to be higher on the list, but it's just one of those things.
Yeah. Jonathan, what do you say?
Yeah, this is a good matchup. Both martial arts comedies. Yeah, Shanghai Noon is good. It's a fun movie. It has a good chemistry between Chan and Owen Wilson, and Lucy Liu is also pretty good in it as well. But yeah, Drunken Master, yeah, definitely one of his better movies. Definitely a comedic departure from the earlier serious martial arts movies, and it's a breath of fresh air. Jackie Chan, right there. Definitely, yeah, I agree. Probably one of his top 5 Chan movies for sure. There are a few other movies that are better. Maybe 3, but yeah, I'll go with Drunken Master. I think Drunken Master is a really good movie, a breath of fresh air for the genre. So, yep, Drunken Master.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, Yen Woon Ping, who directed Drunken Master, also directed Iron Monkey. He did a lot of the action direction for the Ip Man movies, which we'll talk about pretty soon. The Kill Bill movies, like he's like a legend. Like he is. So yeah, he's directed a million things, and like they're all really good. So yeah, I almost want to get behind the OG Drunken Master, and I might do that because I like Shanghai Noon. I'm not as big a fan of Shanghai Noon and Nights as other people are. Like I think they are fun. Like it's a good little twist on the Western thing, and I think Jackie Chan's having a great time. I'll also get behind Drunken Master just because I think he's kind of an underdog in this one. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Why can't either of these movies go up against On Deadly Ground or like Universal Soldier: The Return? Come on. It's like
Yen Woon Ping also did the action direction on Unleashed and Black Mask, which we've already talked about, and Fist of Legend. Like he is all over this tournament. So he has his hands in damn near everything in this tournament.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Well,
and Once Upon a Time in China, which we'll talk about. So yeah, all kinds of shit.
In my opinion, I think both of these deserve to move on, but because I like them both. But yeah, I think Drunken Master though it's just so much fun. They're both fun, but I have more fun with Drunken Master because it's funny, but it's also like got really great choreographed action scenes, and yeah, like I mean that's like my like favorite thing when you can combine comedy and action really well and when it actually works, because my favorite genre is probably comedy, but I mean action's right there at a close number 2. So you combine those, I'm sold. And Drunken Master, I think, probably is one of the more unique ones to do it. So I'll hope for Drunken Master.
Okay.
Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, Shanghai Noon is fun. Yeah, I like the chemistry between Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson. It's probably the first time I sort of paid attention to Owen Wilson. It was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, and yeah, because I didn't watch like Royal Tenenbaums and Bottle Rockets later on. But yeah, and it's fun. It's good. I like it. Yeah, Drunken Master is iconic. It's actually really really funny. And yeah, it's it sort of broke new ground as far as like martial arts movies can be funny. And yeah, if Wolfman was reviewing it, he'd call it a drunken masterpiece. I'm not gonna don't need to pay clip.
Masters indeed has a magnificent physique.
Well, no.
It's Chris Masters, the masterpiece. He's the wrestler.
Okay,
Anyways.
all right.
He said the M word, masterpiece. So yeah.
All right.
So I'll go Drunken Master because it's really good.
All right,
Jason.
Well, I've seen Shanghai Noon. I haven't seen Drunken Master. But in saying that, I wish I was just more prepared for this. But I'm a person who loves the Western genre, and I like a more authentic Western. So Shanghai Noon is not my bag, really. It's not my thing, and I'm not the biggest fan of Owen Wilson, to be honest with you. In comedy, yeah, and I have seen him in things I did like, but I don't know. This is but I really want to see Drunken Master because all I hear is good things about it. So I think
if you like to watch it. Yeah.
It is great.
Awesome. So I think I will. I think I would like that more. In fact, I know I would like it more. So I'll go Drunken Master.
All right.
Sweet.
Clean sweep. Yeah, sweep for Drunken Master. There you go. All right. Nice it in. All right. Going down to Blade 2, which is Donnie Yen, which he also did the action choreography for all the fight scenes. And then the other Drunken Master. It's right there. They called it The Legend of Drunken Master 2. Yeah, the one in 1994. So yeah, we got a tough matchup here too, John.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay. Yeah, another good matchup. Donnie Yen is good in Blade 2. He's good, but I don't really think of him when it comes to this movie. Really just him and Ron Perlman. Ron Perlman's in this, right?
Yeah.
Perlman, Chris Christopherson again. And so Yen is basically in the back end of my registry for this movie. So I don't think it's as memorable in this compared to his other work. Legend of Drunken Master I watched also recently, and I think it's a little better than the first movie. I think this one's more polished. It's funny once again, and getting involved in this shenanigans, and it's basically him mixing up his father's ginseng with a what is it called? It was an artifact, and that first hour is still a lot of fun. It's really funny, and then it gets serious with a more tense story between the Chinese and the British consul right there, and it's handled very well. And the choreography is really, really good. It is stellar compared to the first one. I think it really ups the ante there. So, you know what? Legend of Drunken Master. This was my favorite first time watch recently for this tournament. So I'll vote for the Legend of Drunken Master here. I think it's definitely one of the top 5 Chan movies for sure.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, I kind of prefer the original Blade to Blade 2. Like it is fun, and Donnie Yen, yeah, he's fun for what he does. Like he definitely pops, and he's good. But yeah, that Drunken Master sequel is actually, I might be with you, John. I think it's slightly better, only because it's just got that shine, and that final fight, dude, is amazing. Yes. Like it's so good. He did that real stunt where he fell on the hot coals and stuff, like and burned himself just for the movie, just so to because he's an authentic nutcase, that Jackie Chan who will do anything for a movie, with all the stunts. And yeah, respect to him, man. Yeah, this movie's really good. So yeah, I'll go with the second Drunken Master here. And let's get a Drunken Master matchup in the next.
Oh my god, you're gonna break my heart there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So weirdly, I've not seen Blade 2, but I've seen Blade 1 and I've seen the third Blade movie, but I haven't seen 2 for some reason. It's just really weird. I don't know. Because I keep meaning to watch it, but then like something comes up and I just don't get to it. I don't know. So, but I have seen the Legend of Drunken Master. I actually saw that one first. So I saw it and then I realized, this is a sequel to an original. So I went back and I watched the original, and yeah, I think this one's better. Yeah, just like you said, more polished and just the stunts are really cool. Just like Jackie Chan's like running up walls and like jumping through the train windows and like just a lot of cool stuff. And I think that it's fun and yeah, and funny too. Like I would remember when he's like hiccuping bubbles and the bubbles are coming all that. So yeah. That's fun stuff. So yeah, I'll go with the Legend of Drunken Master. Richard.
Yeah, my thoughts are just an amalgamation of your guys' thoughts, really. Like, I think Blade 2 is good, and Donnie Yen's good. I just don't think he's enough for me to certainly vote for it over, the Legend of Drunken Master. I think, I think this the sequel is a lot more polished. It hits more. Which says a lot, and it's funny that last fight is awesome. So I'll go Legend of Drunken Master.
Yeah.
Jason.
I've never seen this Drunken Master either, so these are two. I mean, I definitely got to watch for sure. But Blade 2 is awesome. But when I think of a martial arts film, I don't really think Blade 2 is a martial arts film. I don't even remember Donnie Yen in this. I love me some Donnie Yen, right? But I don't really remember him in this that much. So, and this is called Martial Arts Tournament, or however you guys title it. So, I think I'm just gonna go Drunken Master here, even though I haven't seen it. It's probably a better martial arts movie. I was you guys for it.
Check your mic, Jason. You're a little underwater.
Yeah.
Check your connection a little bit.
You're slowly sinking underwater.
Yeah.
Oh, am I?
Yeah,
you guys hear me?
You're good now. Yeah, you were kind of your mic was kind of getting a little wonky, but you're good.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'll go Drunken Master.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Matty?
I guess in the minority. I didn't like Drunken Master 2 as much as I liked the original. I did like the movie. I just didn't like it as much. And Blade 2 I think is phenomenal. So, and shout out Guillermo del Toro for getting a movie on the martial arts movie list. That wasn't something that I think anyone would have expected in the first place. But I'm gonna go with Blade 2 just to give it some love. I mean, Wesley Snipes does a lot of great work in it. Donnie Yen isn't in the movie a whole lot, but it is he is good in it while he's there. I think just overall as a movie, I like Blade 2 a lot more than I like Drunken Master 2. So I'll vote for Blade 2. I think at this point it doesn't matter though.
No, all good. Yeah. We'll be Drunken Master, and we'll go down to Under Siege 2, Dark Territory.
Oh,
and a Seagal match, baby, out for justice.
Oh no!
Right, so he's gonna get one through. That's how it came up in the wheel. He's gonna get at least one into the next round. So
thankfully, I'm last. So
yeah,
we gotta think about this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. I'm first. Yeah, this is interesting because the sequel to Under Siege is bonkers. Under Siege on a train. It's Eric Bogosian, and it's just Catherine Heigl's daughter, and it's just it's the same thing. It's Die Hard on a train, which is fine. It's silly and nonsense, but again, it's totally watchable. Like I could watch that movie all day, as far as for entertainment purposes. Out for Justice is more like straight up just Seagal, just early 90s kicking ass. Although I do like William Forsythe. Forsythe is good. You know what? Just because I have goofy fun with it, and I just he's just the cook. I'll go Under Siege too.
And I don't even like Under Siege 1 versus Under Siege 2. The whole time I'm rooting for Seagal to die. Just kill that guy. He's annoying. But
Under Siege 1 has boobies.
Yeah,
Erica Laniak, big boobies, and they're great. They are phenomenal. Yes. We'll get there. We're not talking about that one.
But Out for Justice. I mean, I think it's passable. I think it's all right. It's just him taking on a whole drug kind of gang and in New York City, and he just Seagal just taking him on all by himself. He just goes in and just wrecks shop, and I think that's fun. Just seeing him be the one man wrecking crew. I mean, it's hard to say that any Seagal movie is fun. Maybe fun's the wrong word, but it's just it's passable. So I'll vote for Out for Justice.
From the director of Free Jack comes Under Siege 2, Jeff Murphy, who also assistant directed the Lord of the Rings movies. What the fuck?
Really? Weird.
Yeah,
start somewhere.
That's a real thing. Yeah. So okay,
work your way up. But Richie, what do you say?
I think you can use the word fun when it comes to Steven Seagal movies, and the only one you can use fun on is Under Siege 2, because this movie's fucking stupid, but it's hilarious. But yeah, this movie's dumb as hell, and I love it. I watch this one, and whereas Out for Justice is just typical Seagal fodder. It's fine, I guess. But yeah, I'll go and see Shoot. I think it's bonkers.
There you go. That's a good adjective, Malcolm. But
it is.
But Jason,
yeah, Out for Justice for me actually, because it's just Seagal going from kicking ass to kicking ass to kicking ass, and it's got some real slimy fucking characters in it. Like William Forsythe is really good in this. And there's the famous bar scene too, with he puts the pool ball into the cloth or whatever, the rag, starts busting people up. So I just Under Siege 2. I just might as well watch the first one if I'm gonna watch an Under Siege movie. And I mean, Andrew Davis did the first Under Siege, who did The Fugitive. So yeah, I go for Justice here.
Yeah, Madi, what do you say?
I haven't seen either of these movies, and everything you guys said didn't sell me on either one. So I'm gonna ask Siri to flip a coin, and that's gonna make my decision for me.
All right, cool. All right, sounds good.
Hey Siri, flip a coin. It was heads, so Under Siege 2.
Under Siege 2.
All right.
There you go.
Okay.
That's how I make the big decisions in this house.
All right.
Yeah. Jonathan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to resort to that.
Yeah, exactly. I'll give Out for Justice this. It does have a good payoff with the dog at the end. It's really funny. But yeah, I thought Out for Justice was just a standard revenge movie, just getting Seagal just to kick butt, and it was really tiresome and macho, and just yeah. And you were right, Jason, that Forsythe was pretty good in it. But he is scary. But Under Siege 2, boy, it doesn't make any sense. and funnily enough, this was the first Under Siege movie and Seagal movie I watched, and it's like, okay, him on a train, getting hostages, him running against the odds when a train is colliding with something. And he beats the train's collision. The one person you forgot to point out was Everett McGill. He's actually pretty good in Under Siege 2. So
you're right about that. Yeah, I forgot about that. You're right. He is.
Yeah, he's very menacing. I thought he matched that menace in that first movie. That was like the only character I felt like had that little touch there. So not crazy about either one of them, but I'll go with Under Siege 2 just by a hair.
Yeah.
All right. So Under Siege 2, which, by the way, Richie, Under Siege 2, Eric Bogosian looks like Tony Khan in that movie. For any wrestling fans out there, he's got the goofy Jew curly Jew fro in that movie, and he's a short,
bug-eyed eyes.
Yeah, bug eyes. Yeah, he's like he looks like he might be on a substance allegedly. Yeah. So, all right, we got it, man. And we got the first of the Police Story movies. So we got a couple of Police Story movies in here. This is kind of the last one. This is Police Story Lockdown. So this is kind of
I was going to say that's a really modern cover.
Yeah, no. This is like the 2016 one or something like that called Lockdown. Kind of his Die Hard movie.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a later one.
Is that the first Ip Man? Sorry, I can't.
Yeah, the OG Ip Man. Yes, the first Ip Man. Yeah, 2008. So Jordan.
Yeah. I've never seen that Police Story. I've seen other ones, but not that one. But if it's kind of like a Die Hard, that sounds pretty cool because I like I forget the inspector. I can't remember what they call him, but he's pretty. He's a fun character, and but Ip Man or Eep Man, however you pronounce it, because the first time I ever heard of it, I was working at a movie theater and being the guy that scanned your ticket, and this old Asian man, he comes up, he's like, you have Eep Man? Eep Man, I'm like, what? like, you speaking English? I don't know what you're talking about. And then I found out that it's actually a movie with Donnie Yen in it, and it's really good. I went and not checked it out right then, but then once I heard a little more about it, though, I was like, oh yeah, that one guy mentioned it, and so yeah, I saw it, and it's great. Yeah, really great scenes. Like just Donnie Yen just kicking ass and just probably like maybe one of the best like of all his movies that I've seen. Just really, really good. So yeah, I'll go with Eat Man. Richie.
Yeah, I haven't seen that Police Story. I might check it out. But yeah, Ip Man is fucking great. It's in my top 64.
Nice.
It's just the choreography, the fight scenes are amazing. The acting is great. Donnie Yen's a great actor in this movie, and I was enthralled by this movie, and like the way it all looks, it looks like fantastic. Hey, I watch this movie at least once a year, so I'll go Ip Man.
And I guess he had Bruce Lee's trainer for this, so that's cool. So, but Jason, what do you think?
All right, man, I've been waiting for this one now. I haven't seen any Police Stories, but I do like the look of Jackie Chan right there. That looks pretty fucking badass.
Yeah.
But Ip Man is my favorite martial arts movie of all time. I love this fucking movie. It's in top 25 films of all time for me. This movie is unbelievable because of so much character, how gentle and how meek Ip Man is, but yet when he does that, takes those 10 guys on. Unbelievable. It's the first time you see him like really with some hatred, and he realizes like he's he how to say it? He realizes that when he tells his wife after he beats the shit out of all these guys, he's like, martial arts has done nothing for me. It's not helping us through this dark time or nothing. And he gets humbled. You know what I mean? He gets really humbled, and then he starts using martial arts to show everyone else to fight against this Japanese tyrants and everything. And just this character is amazing. I just love seeing him through the rest of these movies. But this movie and the score is so good. And whatever that I don't know what they call it, but the Chinese heavy bag, basically the thing he practices on all the time. I just absolutely love seeing the way it starts, and he's hitting it, and the way he trains on it and everything. This movie's amazing. I mean, I could go forever on it, but I don't want to take too much time up. But Ip Man easily here.
Yeah. Madi, what do you say?
Police Story 4 or Lockdown or 2013, whatever you want to call it, is basically the Die Hard 4 of the franchise. Ip Man is phenomenal. I mean, just to kind of carry on what you guys have been saying, it's like the true story of the man who trained Bruce Lee. And I don't know if it was invented, but he was like one of the first major masters of the Wing Chun Kung Fu style. I love this movie so much that like a couple months later, I actually booked a flight to China to go see the museum that they have of him, and it's amazing. Like I did other stuff too. I didn't go just for that because that's an expensive trip just to go to a museum. But like it's phenomenal. This guy's life story is so good. The first movie is probably the most accurate to what actually happened in his life. I think the other ones go off a little bit, but this movie is done so well. It taught me a lot about like, I mean, we always have World War II movies here. We don't necessarily see it from other points of view. Like we have, what is the Clint Eastwood one?
The Letters from Iwo Jima.
Letters from Iwo Jima. Like that one, it's a good movie, and we see it from another point of view, but we don't really see World War II movies unless it's from German side, British side, American side, or Letters from Iwo Jima. This one was the first one that showed what happened to the Chinese people during that time. And I was like blown away. I was like, how did nobody know about this? How is this not taught in the history classes? And then you go into it and you're like, there is so much stuff in this movie that is just phenomenally well done. I think like Donnie Yen gives an Oscar-worthy performance in it. Like easy. It's just so well done. The fight choreography, even if it wasn't a kung fu movie or a martial arts movie, it's still just a brilliant film. So Ip Man, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jonathan.
I'm with y'all. The Police Story Lockdown I haven't seen. So, and another shocking thing, I saw Ip Man for the first time recently.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I'll disclose that I haven't seen the third or the fourth one, so I'll spoil that.
You don't need. I really.
No, I want to finish. I want to finish him. But why? What took me so long? That's the question right there. What took me so long with Ip Man? I thought it was really good. I love that hardcore transition from the fun, ambiguous tone about Master Ip to the the brutish, horrible realities of the Chinese during the Second Sino-Japanese War. And General, forgive me that I mispronounced his name, Miura. Yeah, he's menacing. That actor does give a good performance, and yeah, and it's really well done, really well handled, and Donnie Yen is amazing in this. So yeah, my vote goes to Ip Man. Yeah, I'll stay tuned for the other two that I'll watch. In the near future.
Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, no, I saw Ip Man. I got to see Ip Man in the theater when it came out. I had heard things from like festivals, and there's an art house theater in Jacksonville when I lived that actually showed it. Got to go see it. It was awesome. Yeah, I fell in love with that movie. Bought it on DVD like shortly afterwards. Great. Yeah, I think this should be a heavy favorite in the tournament. This should at least kind of make it to the Elite Eight or so. Like, it's really, really good. And if any Donnie Yen was going to make it to the Elite Eight, it's got to be this movie. It's great. And yeah, he's just fighting for rice for his family, just to feed his damn family. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It's really, really good. Yeah, so I'll make it a clean sweep for sure. All right. So.
And apparently there's 6 movies, but I don't think all of them have Donnie Yen in them.
There's 2 that don't. There's like Master Z, The Legend of Ip Man or something.
They're not connected though. They're different.
No, they're like there's all these other movies that deal with that character, but like it's not Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen has 4. 4 primary ones. They're all in here. But yeah,
it kind of feels like the books, like the Dune books after Frank Herbert passed away. Like they're there, but they don't really count.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
It's like the non-Django movies without Franco Nero. All the Django knockoffs.
Exactly.
There's a bunch of those, but they're not really Django. All right. So Rush Hour and Above the Law. All right. Anybody? I mean, look, Above the Law is fun, but yeah, I mean,
I gotta go Rush Hour.
Rush Hour.
Yeah.
Let's move along.
Rush Hour.
Let's move along. Let's move along.
We'll
Come on.
Rush Hour.
Yeah, Rush Hour. We'll go Rush Hour. Good stuff. We got War with Lee and Statham and The Way of the Dragon.
Way of
the Dragon?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Can we say this again?
Yeah, we can go enter the.
I don't love
War. I'll say this: War is more boring than you think it is. Give me that. Fuck me. Does it take long? Does it take goddamn forever to get to the fight?
Oh my god!
Shit.
Yeah,
it takes a goddamn hour and a half. It's fucking.
Why am I falling asleep when these two are supposed to be fighting?
Yes, I remember seeing the theater being like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, Jet Li versus Statham, let's go," and then I'm falling. Yeah, I'm asleep. Fuck.
I'll say this
again: a weird Australian thing. Sorry, a weird Australian thing. It's not called War in Australia. It's called Rogue Assassins. Anyway. Yeah.
Oh, weird.
They don't have War in Australia.
War was the dullest martial arts movie until I saw another one recently.
Okay. And yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, The Way of the Dragon is the one where Bruce Lee fights Chuck Norris. That's all you need to know, and it's awesome.
All you need to know.
It's also a really good movie. It's a really good movie,
and it's sick. Yeah, and it's sick. So that's the one.
That's not the whole movie, but it's
not the whole movie, but that's what it builds to, and it's awesome. So
yes.
But yeah, that's the one. So there you go. All right, well, we got another Bruce. We got Game of Death, his last movie, and Ip Man 4, the finale. So kind of a finale for both these characters / actors. So kind of all right, we'll see where this one goes, Richie.
Yeah, this just sucks. Ip Man 4 isn't like. Yeah, 3 and 4 aren't great. I'll just put it that way. It's sort of. It doesn't fall off. Like they're still good to be had in Ip Man 4. And yeah, I haven't seen another one. Bruce, but so I'll go with Men 4. Like it's not terrible. It's just a drop off from like at least the first 2. So, but yeah, I'll go with Men 4 because I've seen it.
Okay.
Yeah. Jason, what you say?
Game of Death is pretty good. It's okay. It's not the greatest last Bruce Lee movie. I think they had the film put someone in there to finish it. Did they not?
Yeah, they had to film a couple of things with like a body double, kind of stunt double guy. But yeah, he did about half the movie and then he passed away.
It's pretty much like a video game. He goes from boss to boss to boss to boss.
Level.
But I actually think Ip Man 4 probably my second favorite one in the franchise. I like seeing Bruce Lee in it. I like seeing Ip Man come over. Scott Adkins always brings it. You know what I mean? And there's stuff going on between Ip Man and his son. Have you guys seen all these Ip Man movies?
I have.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Okay, I'm not going to say anything. I won't say too much then, because there's stuff going on with the wife, him, all that kind of stuff. The family dynamic. I'll say that. But I really enjoyed it, man. I just watched all these in the summer. I watched them every year, really, and it's a fun franchise. But I'm going Ip Man 4. I love it.
Yeah, sounds good. Amadi,
I'm gonna go with the Bruce Lee Way of the Dragon. Or no, not Way of the Dragon.
Game of Death is
That's
what
his
we're
Game
talking
of Death.
Game of Death.
Yeah.
No, I'll still go Game of Death. I did like Ip Man 4, but Game of Death is just a lot more fun, I'll say. Like Ip Man 4 can get kind of dour quite a bit. And although the action sequences are still great, like obviously Scott Adkins was mentioned earlier. And we do get to see like a young Bruce Lee. I can't remember what the name of the actor is who does him, but he does a pretty good job.
It is Danny Chan is the guy who plays Bruce Lee.
Okay.
Yeah, he was pretty good. He was pretty good.
Yeah,
the street fight scene there was pretty good.
Yeah. But I enjoyed Game of Death. I thought that, considering that he passed away partway through, I do take that into account of like how much I did enjoy it. But it was still, a fun movie. It was good to watch, and if you're not fully paying attention to like trying to find out where he switched out and where he switched in, it's not too noticeable, honestly. So I'll go Game of Death.
Yeah. Jonathan.
Well, I don't know if this sound is going to be produced in this mic well enough, but Game of Death.
Oh, come on. I got one. I got an equivalent of that, although I don't agree, but here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, look, like I said before earlier, like I had an excuse to finish his greatest hits, and Game of Death was not very good. I really did not like this movie. I thought it was a very shoddy, terrible, dull plot, and the villains were weak. Definitely the weakest of the 5 movies I watched here. They do what they can, considering the fact that he passed. You're right. The sequence where it's boss to boss to boss, that's actually the best part of the movie, but for me, it just took a long time to get there, and boy, it was atrocious. And having said the fact that I have not seen Ip Man 4, I'm still voting Ip Man 4 the finale. That's how bad Game of Death is, in my opinion. So Ip Man 4 the finale.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, no, Ip Man 4 is good. Yeah, I like seeing Scott Adkins in there. Yeah, it's solid, but man, I gotta advocate for Bruce because he's only got 5. Like in this tournament, he's got the least amount. And like, I'm a Bruce guy. Like I like just watching the guy, work and act. And come on, it's Bruce Lee versus Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah,
dude.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's what I was saying.
Man. Like,
dude,
that's awesome. It's awesome, and it's a great 5 minutes.
Awesome.
And I'll advocate for it.
But the rest of the movie is horrible.
Come on, I don't agree that the rest
Not
of
horrible. The rest of the movie is good.
I think the rest of the
It's
movie's fine.
not.
Like I don't agree with that sentiment, but I gotta advocate for Bruce when I can because he was only got 5, so I'll go Game of Death.
Yeah, I've never seen Ip Man 4. I've only seen 1 and 2, so I need to see the rest of them. But yeah, I think Game of Death is a lot of fun. I mean, it's him wearing the yellow jumpsuit. And there's a lot of nunchuck sequences all over the place. I think that's fun too. Like he's really good with that. And yeah, they're just lining them up. They're like next guy, or like whatever. They're just bringing these guys in to fight him. And yeah, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar I think is awesome. That's a lot of fun to see, especially as a basketball fan. I like going back to see that. And something that a basketball player did that actually works, because not many of them do when they're in movies. But a few of them, like Ray Allen, it wasn't a good one. But yeah, I got to give it to Game of Death though. Yeah, and I just haven't seen Ip Man 4. So
yeah. All right, we got another tie, and we move up to Jason. You got the tiebreaker. You can go either way. It's all the power's all yours.
Ip Man 4, gentlemen. Ip Man 4.
Okay.
Watch
All
that.
right. All right. Okay.
Yeah, by the way, this is called the finale. We're getting a fifth one.
Fuck.
Yeah, right.
Oh no.
Jet Li's the one. Also with Jason, another Jason Statham crossover with Jet Li because he's also in that one. And Double Impact with a double dose of Van Damme. So, because they all did these movies where there's like two of them running around. Jason.
Oh boy.
I really like the story to the one. I think the concept is really cool, and I'm a huge Jason Statham fan. Huge Jet Li fan, and I am. He's like, I am Eula. I'm no one's bitch. You're my bitches, or whatever he says at the end. Starts everything. But anyways, to keep it short, I love the concept of the one. Double Impact. I don't remember much about it. Like I don't remember it being that good. Like I don't think it's top 5 Van Damme at all. So for me, it's the one.
Yeah. Madi, what do you say?
I mean, I already said I don't like Van Damme, and now there's two of them.
Yeah. What's worse than one Van Damme?
Also, do you have that? Do you have that Star Wars clip?
Oh yeah, no.
Which one? Oh, you want the no? Is that what you want?
No, the Star Wars one where it's like, this is getting out of hand.
Oh no, I don't have that. I have this, but I can play this for every time for you when Van Damme comes
up.
Yeah, no, it's. I didn't like the one that much. I thought it was just fine. I thought it was better than War, but I didn't think it was that great. But it's still better than Double Impact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mark Ellis is like crying right now.
Yeah, right. But Jonathan, what do you say?
Yeah, to make it quick, I have not seen Double Impact, and I did not like the one. And so I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I'll just give it to the one because it has a clever concept, even though it doesn't fully finish it really well, in my opinion. So, it's not great. It's not going to go far, but it does have a couple of good performances from Statham and Delroy Lindo. So, the one by default, I guess.
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah, I love Van Damme cheese, but Double Impact is even a little too much for me. Like, yeah, and to be fair, Jackie Chan did a movie like that too, Twin Dragons. So like they all did these like goofy movies where there's two of them.
Yeah.
I'll give it to the one barely. I don't love that movie though. I think it's kind of wonky with the sci-fi and like I don't love the story. I'll just say James Wong, who directed the one, had a weird career and then got booted out of Hollywood, I guess, because he did Final Destination, which I like. The one, Final Destination 3, which is okay. And then the kicker that got him booted out of Hollywood, Dragon Ball Evolution. Anybody remember that? Ooh, not good.
I just dropped my phone out of my hands thinking about that movie.
Yeah.
And, he should have gotten kicked out. He should have gotten.
And now he's just kind of a TV guy, so TV director. So there you go. There you go. Jordan.
Yeah, thank God that Seagal didn't do a movie with two Seagals. Come on. But
yeah, God, that would have been horrendous.
Yeah, but the Double Impact is.
How do we know he hasn't? I don't know all of his direct-to-DVD stuff. Maybe he has. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Probably not, but yeah, Double Impact. I think I saw it a long time ago. It's like one twin brother has to convince the other twin brother to go get revenge against the guy that killed their dad or something. But the one, I actually have a lot of fun with the one. I like it quite a bit actually. Jet Li just going through all these different portals to different like alternate realities to kill himself in every reality to like absorb the power so he can become the one, like the strongest of all. And I kind of dig it. So yeah, I'll vote for the one.
All right, so the one will move on. All right, there we go. I know we're kind of running long, but it's fun.
I didn't vote.
Oh, did you not? I'm sorry, Vinci. I apologize. I thought you did. I read my paper wrong. I apologize. It's up to you. Sorry, buddy.
Well, yeah. I think the one should be more. Should bit more fun than it actually is. It's very premise is interesting, but they don't, like Kara said, don't do enough with it. I think this came out in 2001, right? Like I feel like the soundtrack is very of that time, very 2001. I would say, and Double Impact is it's not great Van Damme, but which is a rarity, not great Van Damme, unlike what Madi would say. So the one.
All right.
Oh yeah.
All right.
The one is the one where they're playing drowning pool, like bodies or whatever.
yeah, they got drowning pool. They got very.
Yeah.
All right. Well, moving up to the other side, we'll pick up the pace just a tad, and we'll keep an eye out for those matchups where we can maybe move one over the other. While I move the bracket, y'all can enjoy this for a few seconds.
That movie has not come up yet.
That movie's not come up yet. No, we'll point it out when we get there. All right, we got the other side. So let's go Police Story 2 and the original Under Siege. All right, right back again. Madi.
I actually don't mind. This is the only Steven Seagal movie I actually don't mind. But Police Story 2 is so good. So yeah, Police Story 2. I'm sorry, none of Seagal is getting through. If it's up to me, like this was the only one that I thought, all right, maybe it'll get to the second round, but it's up against Police Story 2, so no, Police Story 2 is phenomenal.
Yeah. Jonathan.
Police Story 2 is good. Probably my third favorite of the four I watched. I think it's good. I think the story's a little clunky at places. It has some good action. Under Siege is definitely the best Seagal movie, in my opinion. But not because of him, but because of the villains. Tommy Lee Jones is
Gary
awesome,
Busey, baby.
He's awesome in it, and Gary Busey is wacky in the best sense of the word. They are great. They are dynamic, and die hard on a ship, basically.
And Alarica Laniak, as we alluded to, coming out of a birthday cake. Oh yeah.
Does have a good Gary Busey impression on this panel?
I'd have to get in them. I did take a picture with Gary Busey. I could maybe try to pull that up.
I was gonna say if anyone can do an impression of Gary Busey and do their whole review in that voice, easy money.
I mean, it looked like that he needed a psychological evaluation. Not at all. But look, Police Story is good, but we have some better Jackie Chan movies in this bracket, and we don't have very many good Seagal movies. And I think this is the best one. So I'm voting for Under Siege. Not because of Seagal, but because of Tommy Lee Jones and Gary Busey. Damn it, they are great villains in this movie. So Under Siege.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Madi, do you want pre-accident Busey or post-dentures crazy Busey?
The post-dentures crazy one is more fun.
Because the post-dentures Busey is more like, well, goddamn, you motherfucking sons of bitches. God damn, you got to kind of talk through them dentures. God damn, it's you got to do that denture talk where you're kind of talking through the dentures. As opposed to
pre-accident,
pre-Predator 2, Busey is like a fucking alien. It's
he's so weird.
Yeah.
He's such
I don't know what
dude.
drugs he's been on, but
I don't know. I got a picture with him at a Comic-Con, and I'll try to maybe pull it up at some point. It's the greatest picture I've ever taken in my life. It's my prized possession, and it was worth every penny of the $40 I paid extra to get a selfie with him. It was worth every penny. I was like, when am I going to get a fucking picture with Busey? Having said that, I'm voting for Under Siege because it's a good Seagal movie and it's well directed. And it's his best movie.
Yeah, probably one of the best Gary Busey is from the Family Guy, where they said that he lost touch with all reality, and just him screaming into a bathroom mirror seeing demons. How am I doing today, Gary Busey? Pretty good, Gary Busey. But it's like a demon form of Gary Busey because he's just like psychotic at this point in his life. Yeah, like I don't care for Under Siege. I mean, and I'm probably not going to vote for it because Seagal's character lived long enough to do a sequel, and that shouldn't have happened. He should have died in this movie. I can't stand him. But so, Police Story 2, because I think that all the Police Story movies I've seen, which is the first 3, they're really good. And I always forget the name of the Inspector Chan something.
Inspector Chan or something like that.
Yeah. But
I'll look it up.
But they're good though. So yeah, I'll go Police Story because it's like him doing martial arts, but then you got some detective stuff and sleuthing and all that going on. So yeah, how about that? But Richie, what do you say?
I like how the poster you pulled out for Under Siege, Under Siege 2 are literally they're the exact same.
They're the same poster. It's just Casey Ryback front and center in his uniform. That's all. That's all you get.
They just put the number 2 on. They saved so much money on advertising.
Yeah.
They just wrote the
100%.
number 2 on the poster.
Yeah.
So funny. I don't know.
They have one with one of the twins.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, I like Under Siege. I agree. It is actually a good Steven Seagal movie. But yeah, I really like Police Story 2, so it's difficult. You know what? I'll give it to Steven Seagal's time. Under Siege is a good movie, but mainly for Gary Busey.
Yeah. Jason, what do you say?
Police Stories, I haven't seen any of them. So, but Under Siege is actually a pretty well directed movie, and I think the reason is because you got a better supporting cast around Seagal.
It's the same thing. It's the same poster.
It is.
Same.
It's just the ship on the bottom and then the train on the bottom. That's
no. They just flipped his face. They put the shadow on one side and then they
the shadow is flipped.
The shadow.
They didn't even change the picture. They just did that like invert button on the top right corner.
Somebody did their homework. Although Richie, the other poster with him photoshopped hanging off the side of a train is pretty bad as well. I'll pull that one up.
Yeah, I looked at that just before.
Oh, that's the VHS and DVD.
And make a third one with an airplane going across, right?
Jason.
Sorry, Jason.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going with titties here. I have to go with some Under Siege.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's a weird
yeah.
poster.
There's the poster. That's the Under Siege.
At least it's different, but
it's different.
Yeah.
And Medea, he pinched me in my back before we took the picture. Here you go.
Oh, he did.
I gotta ask, where on your back did he pinch you?
He in my lower back, like my sciatic nerve. He just went like right before we took the picture. He went like, and then we took the picture, and he just laughed, cackled as I walked away.
I'm pretty sure you're entitled to compensation if you go to a lawyer.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the statute of limitations is, but
But
like,
this might be.
Call Morgan and get some compensation.
This is one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken with anybody because, oh my God, how could you resist that smile? Come on.
This is a good photo. It's good.
It is a good photo. It's a good photo. But at least
he smiled. It wasn't like $40 and he like frowny.
I'm so concerned about him pinching you on your back and laughing like that. Like
that's what he did.
I'm just imagining what I don't want to imagine what Gary Busey's thinking at any given time.
I don't know either. I don't know.
But like, Jesus.
It was something.
Under
Siege ones. All right, so we got the OG Expendables and we got Bloodsport.
Ooh. Fuck.
All right.
Fuck.
We ain't moving this one, Biddy. Fuck you.
Come on. I will say,
nope, ain't happening.
Bloodsport's probably.
No, well, Jonathan's first. Hang on.
Oh,
we'll get
sorry.
to you.
Okay.
No, there you go.
The Expendables. It's a fine launching point to the franchise. It's not anything special. The action is okay. Who's the villain? Eric Roberts. Eric Roberts is he's an okay villain, but Steve Austin really takes the spotlight and the villainous side. But Bloodsport, even though it's not the best of the Van Damme movies, I think it's a fun movie. So I'm gonna go Bloodsport.
Yeah, awesome.
Dude, I wore my Bloodsport shirt for this. It's my Chong Li. You are next. I love Bloodsport, man. Like I have pushed hard for this movie. I think it's super, super fun. I think if you want pure entertainment, Van Damme, Like you can't go wrong with like Bloodsport. I mean, it's basically damn Mortal Kombat. You know, it's they even have a guy who looks like Bruce Lee and acts like him in there, and Chong Li beats the shit out of him. That's an inside joke for Bo Young and Enter the Dragon. And yeah, Donald Gibb from Revenge of the Nerds, freaking ogre. Like that movie's just so much fun. I think that movie is a blast, especially just all the montages of all the fights and all the different styles. The little monkey dude, the sumo wrestler. Like you got all kinds of wacky characters in there, and it's great. So I'll easily go Bloodsport. It's in my 128. I love Bloodsport.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, I said I'm not a big fan of the Expendables franchise, so I don't really care that much about really any of them, to be honest. But Bloodsport, even though I don't love Van Damme, like Bloodsport is a lot of fun though. That movie is fun. That they got the tournament going on. You got an infamous nut punch where you like literally uppercuts a dude in the nuts. There's some fun stuff. And my ex-wife showed it to me. That was like her favorite Van Damme movie, and it was like a whole thing. Like she really wanted to make a thing where I sat down and just like had a night with her and watched it. But I think it's fun. So I have a lot more fun with Bloodsport than any Expendables movies. So I'll vote Bloodsport. But Richie.
Yeah, I like the concept of the Expendables, like all these like action sort of, action legends like all team up, and it was cool seeing Steve Austin there as like my childhood wrestling favorite, and it's a good movie. But yeah, I love Bloodsport, and just like this simple concept of it, just like this Van Damme tournaments, and I like the nut punch. That Hot Shots part do make fun of that, where he uppercuts him, and then like the balls sort of the guy's balls like he like spits out his balls to his mouth. But I think Bloodsport's one of Van Damme's best movies, so I gotta go Bloodsport.
All right.
Yeah. Jason.
This is difficult actually, but because I'm a huge Expendables fan, I think Expendables is a better movie as an action movie, but not a martial arts movie. So Bloodsport is the better martial arts movie. I love Bloodsport to death. I love Stallone. I love the Expendables. Having all these guys in one movie was just awesome for someone like me. The whole thing just works for me. And I actually think Eric Roberts is actually quite the slime bag. I actually really like him in this. With the other villains, I think it was just a great action movie for what it was. It knew exactly what it was trying to be. Expendables 2 actually knows what it's trying to be a lot better. But I like what Stallone did here, but Bloodsport is so much fun. That little montage at the beginning when he's having the flashbacks of how he got trained, all that jazz. It's kind of got a Rocky 4 vibe to it when his buddy gets hurt. You know what I mean? And then Frank Dukes has got to take care of business at the end, and having that payoff with him fighting blind was awesome. So Bloodsport, I'll go just because it's the better martial arts movie.
Yeah. Madi.
All right, so Bloodsport's probably the best Jean-Claude movie, but The Expendables is just a lot more fun for me. The whole scene where he's meeting Bruce Willis and then Arnold shows up and he's like, yeah, he wants to be president. I don't remember how old I was when I watched that for the first time, but I just remember laughing because I thought it was hilarious. Like just seeing those two on screen and not like as enemies as we all kind of thought they were, or I guess they were in a way, but like that movie was the first time it came out, I was like, this is the most hype I've been for a movie in a long time. All of the action heroes that I like have been watching all in one movie. I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. And yeah, Eric Roberts I thought was really good in it. I actually enjoyed him as a villain. Stone Cold was good. I enjoyed Terry Crews for what he brought to it. Randy Couture was good in it. Jet Li was good. Dolph Lundgren was kind of nuts. I don't know. It's just a fun movie. I'm going with The Expendables.
Yeah, for sure. But Bloodsport, we'll move on. And in celebration of Bloodsport, moving on, you guys reference it. Here it is.
Shit stings, man.
Oh yeah,
Make a wave works.
and that's the KO of that scene. He's done after that. So
we all know the pain.
As you would be.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, we got Hard to Kill and Time Cop.
Oh, this is
All right. This is a fun one. This is definitely some early 90s goodness. All right. I'm first. Yeah, this is an interesting one because Hard to Kill, is again more kind of revenge stuff. There's a great scene in a convenience store where he just beats the shit out of all these guys after he lets the dude like blow away the convenience store guy and just moves on with his life. It's again hilarious. But yeah, I mean, it's him training to like get revenge. It's fun for what it is. Time Cop is great. I think Time Cop is super like fun sci-fi action. It has a great opening scene, the opening where they heist the gold like back in like the 1860s or whatever. Like it's actually really good. I dig Time Cop, so I'll go Time Cop.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen Hard to Kill. So I don't really know a whole lot about that, but I know that it's Steven Seagal, and I don't like that. So, but Time Cop though is like fun, yeah. And yeah, like it's fun sci-fi, just him going in and out of all these time, like different time periods, and yeah, I think that's a fun time. So yeah, there's not a whole lot to say about it. It's just fun to see him, like where he goes and what he does. So, but I'll vote Time Cop. Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, going into this, there was like, even though I'm not a huge Seagal fan, there was 2 Seagal movies that I'd be willing to move forward, which were Under Siege and Hard to Kill, and obviously maybe Under Siege 2 because it's so stupid. But yeah, it all depend on what it went up against, and yeah, I love Time Cop. Time Cop is fucking super. It is great as well. I like just 90s cheese, and I like it. It's good. It's a good sci-fi movie, man. I think I rented this from like Blockbuster or our equivalent of Blockbuster when I was living in New Zealand, like about 5 times. I like this movie a lot, so I'm gonna go Time Cop.
Yeah, Jason, what do you say?
Well, Time Cop's probably the only Van Damme movie I haven't seen, to be honest with you. I've seen a lot of them. So, and Hard to Kill, I said it earlier, it's one of my favorite Seagal movies. But when I say my favorite Seagal movies, you're still not hitting 4 out of 5. It's still 3.5 out of 5.
It's always a caveat, right? Like a footnote.
But you got to remember, this is my jam. These kind of movies.
Yeah.
These these revenge style. I could just sit there, shut the brain off, and watch this shit. And one thing I do appreciate about it is that you actually see Seagal get hurt in this movie. You know what I mean? Get taken out at the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that because that's something he doesn't allow usually. So at least they did something where he's like, oh, he gets hurt, right? Kind of thing.
And he has to retrain and come back and make the comeback. Yeah,
he makes a little comeback, and Kelly LeBrock is her name.
Yeah,
she's easy on the eyes. So
yes.
I'm gonna go with Hard to Kill and be the asshole here. So
sure. Madi, what do you say?
Who cares? I looked up the Rotten Tomato scores, and Time Cop has a 42%, and hold on, I just had it. Time to Kill has a grand total of 30. Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna go.
Than I would have thought on some of them.
Yeah, I'm just Time Cop.
I think you'd have fun with Time Cop, Madi. It's fun. Yeah, it's fun. It's
would
fun.
I though? Based on what I've said today, would I?
It's fun.
I know. I'll maybe put it on the list.
Yeah. Jonathan.
Okay. Actually, Jason makes a good point. Yeah, this is like probably the only movie where you see Seagal's character, almost die in something in that early period, because he's literally unstoppable in that early period until that one infamous movie that is not in the tournament there because he's not prominent. Yeah, Hard to Kill. It's fine. It's a standard revenge movie. It's okay. William Sadler is the bad guy, right? In Hard to Kill.
Yeah, because this was a double dose of Sadler because he was also the bad guy in Die Hard 2 that same year.
Yeah.
Vernon. Oh, Vernon.
Yes.
Yeah, he's fine, and yeah, you're right. Kelly LeBrock is easy on the eyes. There's actually some laughable dialogue in one meditation and one sexy meditation scene that is.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking
hilarious.
about.
It's hilarious, and then the saxophone is queued up, and it gets sexy time there, and then they show Kelly LeBrock's feet, and it just ends there. Just okay, so cheesy. Time Cop. It's no Matrix, but it's a wonky film about time travel, and boy, it's definitely ahead of its time in terms of like virtual reality, for sure. And I'm really praising the villains tonight. Really, Ron Silver is a good villain in this. He's very good in it, and Time Cop has a very good story with his character there. You know, having to do with him and his wife, played by Mia Sara. It's a little close. I'm not like as high on Time Cop as the rest of y'all, but I'm gonna move on Time Cop.
All right.
I like that. Time Cop. It's no Matrix. that's
it's not
no
Matrix.
shit.
But
it's fun.
It's not the Matrix.
No Matrix.
Yeah.
I just realized it's two movies about a guy where they kill the dude's wife because that's what they do in Hard to Kill, and then even on the poster it says they killed his wife 10 years ago. There's still time to save her for Time Cop. So it's two wife kills.
That's right.
Movies. So there you go.
All
right.
Great.
Ip Man 2 and the original Police Story.
Oh no, fudge.
All right.
It's kind of easy for me, actually.
Kind of easy for me too, but we'll get there. We'll do it quick, Jordan.
Man, I gotta go first because they're both like so good. I don't know. I feel like we got the first Ip Man through, and Police Story movies haven't been getting a very good run. They've been kind of getting the shaft here, so on those movies, and I think that the first one might be the best one. Maybe I don't know. It's hard to say, but I think that it's just really good, really like an engaging story too. So I'll go with Police Story.
Okay.
But Richie, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm sort of along the line, the same thought process. Ip Man 2 is great. I really do. I like the first two a lot. But yeah, Police Story. I mean, if we're going to have a police story on the to go through, I think it should be at least be the first one. I think the first one is fantastic. So I'll go Police Story.
Yep. Jason, what do you say?
Again, I haven't seen Police Story. Love Ip Man 2. I like the idea of a martial artist going against the boxer and how that all plays out. And the one scene where he's fighting the master on the table, man, incredible martial arts. So I'll go Ip Man 2. I just love this. I'm a Donnie Yen fan. I just am.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
D, what do you say?
This is probably the closest one for me. Ip Man 2 I like a lot. But Police Story 1 is probably the best of the series, and for my money, the best Jackie Chan movie. So as much as I do like Ip Man 2, it's, and yeah, we do have Ip Man 1 in there, which is the better Ip Man. So a couple things combined, I'm putting Police Story forward because it's just so good. And I don't remember who said they haven't seen it yet, but 1,
Jason
2, and 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3 are all really
and 3, just for clarification, we'll get to in a second, but was released over here as Super Cop, but that's Police Story 3.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah. So just if you're trying to search for it, it's also called Super Cop. Again, like just with the
okay. I've heard of that one. Yeah.
2, which you can kind of skip, but like
yeah.
Police Story 1, 2, and 3 are all really good films. So, and again, probably my favorite Jackie Chan film overall. So,
yeah, sounds good. Jonathan, what do you say?
So, like I said before, I got to Ip Man recently, and I also watched Ip Man 2. The first hour is great as he is adjusting to life in Hong Kong, trying to get his club going, his newly formed martial arts club going, and is on the roof. That's great. Until we get to the, I believe it's the British again, right? In the second half of the movie. Man, I thought that's where the movie went downhill a little bit, because it was just so much Rocky IV in there. It's just too much.
Oh yeah,
it's too much. And although it's good, it kind of destroyed the greatness for Ip Man 2 for me. It's still overall a good movie, but Police Story, you can make a case it is the best Jackie Chan movie, but it does feature some of the best martial arts choreography ever, like especially in the mall.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
It's sensational. I have it here. Here it is, the Criterion 1 and 2.
That's cool.
Yeah, this is a fun addition to the collection. So yeah, I'm gonna go Police Story. This is an easy decision for me. So Police Story.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm also gonna go Police Story, man. If you like fight scenes where there's a lot of glass breaking, boy, the mall sequence and Police Story, boy, do I have the movie for you. Because boy, do they shatter about every piece of glass in sight in that scene. And yeah, it has one of my favorite, just incredible stunts when Jackie does the slide down the light bulb thing. Oh my god, it's insane! It's pure insanity. He burned himself up again for that one, just like the Drunken Master thing. Like just the shit he puts himself through for these movies to get those shots are insane. Yeah, he's like hanging off of buses in this movie and running down hills and like all kinds of shit. Like that dude's a madman, and like it's insane. So yeah, I'll easily go Police Story here.
Him and Tom Cruise.
My things on my bucket list that I want to jump through one of those stunt plate glass windows before I die. I got to do that one. It'd be awesome.
Yeah. There's the whole Wikipedia article.
There it is.
Of Jackie Chan injuries.
Oh no!
Jackie Chan injuries.
Nice. Check that out.
This is actually, that's a hard one for me. We'll talk about it. But we got Cradle to the Grave, which we alluded to earlier, and we got another kind of breakout movie for Chan, at least in the States, Rumble in the Bronx. So we'll start with Richie.
Shit. All right. This is annoying. I like Rumble in the Bronx. I think it's pretty good. It's like sort of. But yeah, all right. Credit to the Grave. I don't think it got enough love when it came out the first time. I think it's a really solid film. And a really good performance by DMX. I think he was a decent actor. I didn't think he got enough credit for being a good actor. It's just a lot of fun. Got a good soundtrack. Like D12 at the start there. Go to sleep. Close your eyes. So I'll go Cradle to the Grave because I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, here. Rumble in the Bronx is the movie that introduced me to Jackie Chan. That's the first one I ever seen when I was a teenager when this first came out. So I got a lot of nostalgia for it. I just couldn't believe this dude, what he could do, his own stunts, all that jazz. Cradle to the Grave was all right. I like Jet Li in it. It's not, I don't know. It's not one I revisit too often. So I'll just quickly Rumble in the Bronx for me.
Yeah. Madi, what do you say?
Yeah, I can't add too much. Rumble in the Bronx is the movie. Cradle to the Grave is so yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Jonathan.
I hate to confess this, but this is a tough matchup for me.
It's a tough matchup for me too.
Yeah, dang. I'll start with Cradle to the Grave. I had more fun with this than I thought. It's actually
that movie's so fun. It's really good.
The opening 25 minutes of that movie is done really well. It is fantastic. It is a fantastic opening with the heist, and it moves really well. There's a little fun and humor with it with Anthony Anderson. I don't think Jet Li is like in the spotlight as much as compared to DMX. I think this is really DMX's movie. And I think DMX gives probably his best performance out of the ones I've seen so far from him, as he plays a thief, but also he's a protective father who's pursuing his daughter, trying to get his daughter back from the thieves. One of them played by Mark Dacascos. He's good. He's good, and Kelly Hugh's good, and Gabrielle Union. And the scene If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got that.
I took a gamble on outright buying it, and I'll rewatch the movie. It's a fun Jet Li DMX movie. Rumble in the Bronx. It's a silly movie. I think it starts out a little too silly and a little too cartoonish, but then it gets going with the action and the fighting. And Stanley Tong really had some control in that second half, so it got better as it went along. Shit. I'm gonna go Rumble in the Bronx by a hair, but I'm not gonna be upset if Cradle to the Grave moves on.
Okay.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
No, as a guy who works at a grocery store, I appreciate Rumble in the Bronx having a lot of fights within a grocery store. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Using all the props and whatnot. So I can certainly
Another
appreciate
one
that.
where like you're in a grocery store and someone bursts in there.
Yeah, but man, I've been an advocate for Cradle to the Grave ever since it came out. I just think it's super underrated, and it's just a fun movie. Like, I think it's really entertaining. I think it's one of Tom Arnold's better things, like this side of like True Lies. I think he's funny. It scratches my UFC itch with Jet Li fighting 10 MMA guys in a cage. That's awesome, including Randy Couture and Tito Ortiz. Like, that's fun. And come on, the finale is
Keith Jardine, I think too.
Keith Jardine, yeah, and the finale is Jet Li fighting Mark Dacascos in a ring of fire.
Oh,
Like, how can you not love that? How can you not love that? Like, it's great. It's got a visual style. I love it. I'm going Cradle to the Grave. Like, I think that movie's great.
Jordan,
is he
a little bit.
He's freezing a little bit.
Hang on a second. I was frozen for a second. Am I good?
Yeah,
I'm good. But Cradle to the Grave is a lot of fun. It's got a cool vibe and stuff. But man, like Rumble in the Bronx is just like Jackie Chan, like at the top of his game for like stunts, and you see how fast that he's moving. There's some scenes like in a parking garage where he just like just going across cars, like over and over and over, and rolling and ducking and diving. And you see the other guys, because like Jackie Chan, in one scene he jumped over this fence, and then you see the other guys trying to clear the fence, and you see how slow they are compared to him, like just struggling to get a.
Yeah.
Over the phone. We're literally Jackie Chan rooftop to rooftop. Yeah, sorry. It keeps freezing. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, there's the big stunt where Jackie Chan jumps from rooftop to rooftop, and like he really did that. Completely crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Rumble in the Bronx for sure.
All right, just check your tabs and stuff, Jordan. Make sure you don't have like a running YouTube tab or something on. But yeah, Rumble in the Bronx. All right, we got Jackie Chan's First Strike, which is another. I think it also came out like right after Rumble in the Bronx. And we got your Triple X Return of Xander Cage. I know what you guys are gonna say.
Going on? Yeah.
But yeah, no, Donnie Yen. Yeah, I get it. Your First Strike is fun. Yeah,
that's Police Story 4 right there.
Technically, but I don't think he's playing the same character. Yeah,
his name is Jackie. That's
the dubbing in this movie. Holy shit!
The dubbing is funny. I'm like, yeah, no, Nathan.
The dubbing in a lot of his movies are just
it's
not
really
good.
bad. Yeah.
Like the dubbings are shit.
I know.
Yeah, but
even with shitty
hardcore
dubbing, it's
Australian
better than.
Yeah,
I would
Eduardo
never
Sharks.
again.
That's all.
Sharks. Yeah.
Sharks. First strike.
Oh yeah. All right, we'll move on. So we got Lethal Weapon 4. We got Battle of the Fours because we got Lethal Weapon 4 and John Wick Chapter 4, which is how it came up in the wheel. I know we're probably gonna mostly vote for John Wick Chapter 4. I just want to throw Lethal Weapon 4 in there because it was kind of Jet Li's like
he's good
breakout sort of American movie. Yeah, and he's
good in it.
Yeah, when he beats the shit out of Mel Gibson, that one scene is pretty great. But yeah, is anybody not voting for Donnie Yen, especially in John Wick Chapter 4, who's amazing?
He is great.
Not voting for that?
He's the best part of John Wick.
Yeah,
playing another Bond guy, just like in Star Wars.
I'll throw a courtesy vote to Lethal Weapon 4 just because it is a really good film, and that whole quadrilogy does deserve some love too. But
Yeah.
Yeah, John Wick 4 is a better film.
Okay, so we'll move through John Wick Chapter 4. Just put it out there. We've seen it a lot, but it's for a good reason. And Donnie Yen's great. So, all right. But shout out to Jet Li. He's one of the better things about Lethal Weapon 4 for sure. He's good.
Okay.
All right. So we'll go Fire Down Below and Shanghai Nights. So,
God.
little lesser of a matchup here, but you know.
Shanghai Nights for me.
Yeah, Shanghai Nights for me.
No, I saw Fire Down Below. It's like watching the movie in slow motion.
Yeah, it's bad. It's not good.
Shanghai Nights is at least watchable.
And also Shanghai Nights, we should say, is Jackie Chan and Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen is also in Shanghai Nights.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's the
so it is a double, a twofer. So
and they have a pretty good fight scene at the end too.
Yeah, so I think for that we'll put through Shanghai Nights, but the better movie. All right, sounds good. We'll save some time.
And also the stunts on like Big Ben too, when they're all over that's fun too.
Yeah, it's fun. Street Fighter and the Forbidden Kingdom.
Come on,
I've seen Street Fighter.
Yeah, with Jackie Chan and Jet Li, we should say for the.
There is one good thing about Street Fighter, and it's Raul Julia.
Raul Julia is
awesome. Not one of the people.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, well,
Forbidden Kingdom is actually a fun movie, other than the whole white savior bullshit. But there's random white dudes gonna outperform in martial arts than Jackie Chan and Jet Li. Get out of here.
So yeah, it is Raul Julia.
Forbidden Kingdom's actually fun. Street Fighter has Raul Julia for like 20 minutes and that's it.
And Van Damme's dialogue is fucking horrible in that movie.
Yeah. So I want to talk about laughable dialogue. Oof.
Yeah. All right. So anybody not voting for Forbidden Kingdom? It's a good movie. Okay, sounds good.
I'm not voting for Forbidden Kingdom. I am voting for Forbidden Kingdom.
I watched Forbidden Kingdom 3 times in theaters because I liked it that much.
Richie didn't like it.
I wasn't a fan. Anyway.
Richie, are you voting for Street Fighter over Forbidden Kingdom though?
Yeah,
I would have. It's a guilty pleasure.
You fucking cat. Come on.
But it's not for Van Damme. It's a guilty pleasure for Raul Julia. It's not for Van Damme's performance. He stinks in it.
Everyone stinks in it except for Raul Julia because he knew what movie they were making.
All right, a little bit better match. We got Jet Li and Donnie Yen. We got Ip Man 3, and I didn't throw all of the Once Upon a Time in China movies, but I did throw because it was kind of he had a little kind of. Yeah, Jet Li's sort of a pseudo franchise there. I just threw the original one to kind of represent those. So Once Upon a Time in China, I don't know if anybody's seen it besides me. I've seen the first one. I haven't seen all three. I've seen all three. I've only seen the first one. And Ip Man 3. So getting back to the actual order of the voting, since we skipped views, Jason, you're up first on this
one. Never seen Once Upon a Time in China. I heard it's really good though. But Ip Man 3, again, I like this franchise. This may be the weakest Ip Man movie. I mean, it gets over the top with that Mike Tyson,
baby,
Ip Man fight in it. But there's a really good underlying story between the wife and Ip Man. I'm not going to spoil it if you guys haven't seen it, but it's heartfelt, man. There's something really heartfelt in this movie. Pulls on your heartstrings. So Ip Man, I'll go Ip Man 3.
Yeah. Madi.
I actually have seen Once Upon a Time in China, and it is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's one of those kind of similar to the first Ip Man and to the what am I thinking of? Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Like it's one of those films that holds up as a film as a whole, not just because of its action sequences. It's just really well done. I do recommend it. Ip Man 3 is probably my third favorite of the franchise, and I think we've already got 2 of the other ones in already, so I'm okay with leaving Ip Man 3 behind. The Mike Tyson thing is a little weird.
A little.
Like, you know what I mean? Like he's so recognizable as Mike Tyson that it kind of took me out a little bit because he's not playing Mike Tyson. He's playing, like I don't remember what they call him in the movie, but yeah,
playing the evil land developer.
Yeah, it's something.
All right.
And
okay.
Yeah. Am I back?
I
don't know if that was just me or if that was. Yeah.
I think
so Once Upon a Time in China.
Okay. No, sounds good. Cool. Yeah. John?
We're all freezing tonight. Jeez.
So obviously I've not seen Ip Man 3. Now I know that Mike Tyson's in it. Once Upon a Time in China, I think it's a very good epic, not a great epic. I thought the action does drag out a little bit in the climax. Could have been a tighter 2-hour movie instead of a 2-hour 15 movie. But I was thrilled by its atmosphere, its landscape, and Jet Li's performance is very good. So and that friendly rivalry between his character and the Iron Vest Yim, it's really good. It's really well done. So it's not great martial arts, but it's a very good martial arts epic. So I'm gonna vote for Once Upon a Time in China.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll also vote for Once Upon a Time in China because it's kind of similar to Ip Man in that he's fighting off or standing up to invading military forces in China. So it's very similar, him kind of standing up for the little guy and kind of taking a stand, and it's good. The only thing I was going to note was that the director of this movie and the rest of the Once Upon a Time in China movies have tried to bring over in America, and unfortunately directed a movie I cut at the last minute off this bracket, Double Team with JCVD and Dennis Rodman. He directed that movie, unfortunately, and it kind of killed his chances of doing anything else in America. So it is what it is. But I'll vote for Once Upon a Time in China. It's kind of the underdog here. So Jordan's having a lot of choppy issues. I don't know what's going on with him. So Jordan, are you there? Catching up? We'll come back to him. Richie, are you there too? Is everybody having issues?
Yeah.
Jordan.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you, but
Yes,
you were
no.
you were frozen for a good 2 minutes there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give my quick vote, and I'm gonna do a computer restart real quick because this is
all
crazy. But yeah, I'll vote for Ip Man 3. Yeah, I think that Mike Tyson, it seems a little awkward and when he comes in, but and it's more stuff in the city and that kind of stuff. So I appreciate it. It's fun, and I've never seen Once Upon a Time in China.
That sounds good. Richie?
And I'll
do
be-
your thing. I'll keep an eye out for you, Jordan. Don't worry.
Okay.
Richie?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of. I think the Mike Tyson cameo in Ip Man 3 takes me out of it a little bit. Beyond that, it's a decent movie. Haven't seen Once Upon a Time in China. I have seen One Night in China, but look, we won't. I always I derailed. I always derail this one of my fights. Anyway, yeah. So I want to see that from what you've told me about it. So, but I'll go Ip Man 3 just because I've seen it.
Okay, so that makes it a tie. Mati, you got the tiebreaker. All the power.
100% going for Once Upon a Time in China.
All right.
You guys need to watch this movie. Honestly, it deserves to be
Very
high
good.
up on this list.
That's good.
Available on Max.
Max. Okay, there you go. Nice. All right. All right. We got Kickboxer, another early Van Damme, where that fight scene came from, and Operation Condor. So Mati, you're up on this one.
I'll be honest. I don't know what Operation Condor is, off the top of my head.
I think it's a treasure chest movie, right? That treasure movie.
Yeah, it's him and Sammo Hung again, kind of doing their thing. Yeah, it's early '90s. Jackie. It's directed by Jackie Chan, solely. He co-directed a lot of stuff. I think this is one of his first that he directed himself, by himself.
Right. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, yeah, I'll go with Operation Condor.
All right, Jonathan.
Condor is good. And I have not seen Kickboxer. Yeah, I've seen that dancing scene.
Yep.
Oh God, yeah, the dancing scene reduces that kickboxer thing even lower.
I mean, it's fun without context, but boy, I'm not as high on Operation Condor as compared to his other movies, but by default, I'll vote for Operation Condor. Yeah, I really need to get to Kickboxer, so but Operation Condor.
Yeah, Jonathan, Kickboxer makes for a fun double feature of Bloodsport because they're similar. It's just him training for the big fight against a big, it's Chong Li, and Bloodsport. And this one, it's Tong Po, who's this Muay Thai guy who has indestructible legs and kicks the shit out of people. Yeah, he paralyzes Van Damme's brother, at the beginning in a fight who underestimated, and then he's got to train to fight him at the end. It's very similar. So I mean, but it's still got that blood sport kind of feel to it, with the music, the 80s music, and the montages and whatnot. I think it's a fun watch. If you like that kind of stuff, it's great. It's fun. So I'll give it to Kickboxer just because I'm a Van Damme guy. So hey, Jordan's back. All right.
Yeah, I think someone else in my house was doing something that was taking a lot of internet. Because for the with my last computer, I had a LAN wired connection, but that computer crashed. So temporarily until October, I'll kind of maybe be in and out on the internet. But I'm getting a new computer that's going to have a way better connection. So, but is it my turn to vote?
Yeah. No, it's actually perfect timing. Yeah, go ahead.
I swear I've seen Operation Condor, but I don't remember a thing about it. Like, I don't know. Like, and then Kickboxers is just like exactly what it says. It's like a lot of leg stuff, just like Van Damme fighting with his legs over and over and over, and like he might have the strongest legs in all of Hollywood, or like all of the America or the world or wherever. I don't know, but I don't know though. It's just a lot of repetitive stuff. There's a cool scene from Kickboxer where he's fighting almost like a Goro kind of character from like Mortal Kombat in like some kind of underground kind of like cave looking place that looks pretty cool. And maybe just because I've seen it, I'll vote for Kickboxer. I don't love it, but I mean I don't know if I've seen Operation Condor. I feel like I have, but I just don't remember anything about it. So.
Yeah, it's that treasure movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a treasure movie. Okay. Yeah. It sounds vaguely familiar, but yeah.
All right. Richie?
Yeah. Sorry. Dog being hypo again. But anyway.
Yes.
Could be in it. Makes a regular appearance. But yeah, I haven't seen Operation Condor. That poster kind of looks like a fitness video.
Join Jackie Chan as we do aerobics and Taibo.
Can you run up a wall and do a backflip, Jackie?
Yes.
Yeah, but kickboxer's fun, so I'll go kickboxer.
All right.
Alrighty. Operation Condor, I haven't seen. Kickboxer, like I said, I grew up with these kind of movies. Like I was like 10 years old when Kickboxer come out. Just call it nostalgia, call it what you want. Training montages, charm, Van Damme doing his dance thing, which is fucking hilarious. I laugh every freaking time. And the guy training him is kind of like a Mr. Miyagi kind of relationship. So, mind you, the dollar store version of it, but it's a lot of fun, man. I like this movie. I like some of the cinematography, the way Van Damme's training in the dark, and you see the sun rising. Kind of, there's some actually really cool shots in the movie. But yeah, like what Austin said, it's a lot of blood sport over again, which is it's good for me. And I like the beginning because there's a good sense of dread. Like the brother warning the other brother, man, with this guy, like he catches him hitting drywall.
He's kicking like a concrete pillar,
yeah,
and like
right?
he's
and he goes
it with his leg. Yeah, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, he's going leg. This guy was kicking this with his fucking leg, man. So, man, I guess you know what? I'm old. I'm 45 years old, and I grew up with this shit. So I just have a certain love for this kind of stuff. So Kickboxer for me.
And by the way, this is also where Hot Shots Part 2 also parodies the scene where they dip their
they dip it,
and the tape gets in the glass in this movie, and then in Hot Shots Part 2 they're dipping it in like the ice cream toppings, like the sprinkles,
the chocolate.
The chocolate. It's really funny. That's what they parody. It's
Just a note. How many more do we got to go?
Not too. We're almost done this side, and then we speed round it. So I apologize if you have to go. I understand. Like,
no, I'll finish this side.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'll tell you who I think should win. How's that sound?
Yeah. Okay. But I'm just gonna ask. Does anyone know anything about the Armor of God? I guess that's what
it's the alternate. It's the alternate title. It's just another one of those Jackie Chan like alternate title goofy things. Like it's like Armor of God, Operation Condor. It's Project A, Jackie Chan's Project A. It's a whole thing. Like it's I know, yeah. Jet Li's Hero and JCVD's Sudden Death, his Die Hard movie, the Die Hard in the hockey arena.
I feel like this one should be an easy one. You know what I mean?
I don't know. We'll go very quickly, Jonathan. We'll speed it up a little bit, Jonathan.
Oh no. Okay. That hero, it just gives me flashbacks. And if you know the episode, you know the episode. Yeah, it's 2002 tournament. Look it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I get very pissed off at one moment. Okay. Anyway, yeah, Hero. I said it before. It's a beautiful movie. Fantastic Jet Li movie. A little messy in narrative because it pays homage to Rashomon. Sudden Death, I like. It's a wacky, die-hard movie. Powers Booth is the villain. And I think JCVD is very good in this movie. He goes around the hockey arena and kills a lot of people with certain objects around that hockey arena. Jeez. I'm gonna vote Hero.
Okay.
Yeah. Austin.
Hero's fun, nice to look at, but I don't love those types of movies always, where there's just arrows flying everywhere and, just that Crouching Tiger kind of stuff is not really my bag. I'm more down for like a Die Hard movie. And I think it's one of the better Van Dammes. Like it's solid. And he fights a guy in a mascot outfit in a kitchen. It's fun. So I'll just Sudden Death.
Yeah. I was actually just watching that scene off screen, the mascot iceberg fight. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. I really like Hero. I think that it's really good. It's got a lot of cool martial arts between men and women too. The women fight it out too, and it's got Jet Li and Donnie Yen in it. They're both in it, and and Sudden Death is a lot of fun though. Like I don't know, like even though I don't love Van Damme, there's a couple of his movies though, like this and Bloodsport, and they're just like fun though. Yeah, I don't know, it's tough, but you know what? I'll just have some fun. I'll vote Sudden Death, sure.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Here we go again.
I like Sudden Death. I think it's good. It's fun. It's not my favorite like Jean-Claude Van Damme Die Hardish movie. Hopefully that one's still coming. But yeah. No, I like Hero. I think Hero is real good. I mean, I like more than just look of it. I like, and I am more keen maybe to watching those Hidden Dragon movies. But yeah, I think it's a great film. So I'll go Hero.
All right.
Yeah.
Jason.
All right. Jean-Claude being John McClane, basically. We've had a lot of Die Hard ripoffs. Some like Speed's really good, right? That's one of the better ones.
Yeah.
A lot of people that I talk to in the movie community really like Sudden Death. They feel like it's underrated. But I think if I watched both of these like tomorrow, I think I'd get a lot more out of Hero. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I like those epic kind of. This is the war movie, right? This is kind of like a Braveheart style.
Yeah.
Let's say that. And yeah, I think I saw this in the theater, and I found it slow, and I think is it Jonathan? I think Jonathan said it's kind of messy, and I think you're right for what I remember. But overall, being really good. So I'll go Hero.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mitty.
I thought Hero would be a clear winner because I love this movie. I owned it on VHS and then I owned it on DVD because, why not? And I own it on Blu-ray now. So it's one of those things where I've just continued to buy the physical media of it because it's so damn good. I love the cinematography of it. I get that there are parts where it is a little bit, the story isn't as. It could probably be shortened a little bit. It could do with some editing, but I thought that the cinematographer for it, I thought the performances given by Jet Li and by the supporting cast were all done really well. I love this movie. I thought this was going to be one of my picks for the Final Four, to be completely honest with you. So, Hero all the way.
All right.
But if you haven't seen
from
The Office, though, you should watch Threat Level Midnight. It's kind of a parody of Sudden Death.
A great cast. A great cast.
And just a quick production note: the movie Hero is why we had to change Movie Hero to Movie Hero Network, because if you search Movie Hero, you would just get stuff from this movie Hero.
Yeah, Hero.
So that's why Add to
Not
that
a bad thing to search up because it's so good. Like the falling arrow scene is so well done.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Super Cop, which is Police Story 3, essentially, with Michelle Yeoh as well.
Yeah, it did come up.
And then Hard Target.
God damn it.
John Woo and Van Damme and Van Damme's mullet. All right. This is a tricky one because Hard Target is a ton of fun. And way kind of better than it has any right to be. But man, Super Cop is pretty damn good too. Like it might be tied for my favorite police story movie with the first one because I think it also has amazing stunts and the chemistry with him and Michelle Yeoh is really good in that movie, and she's a good addition. And that was one of my early forays into Jackie because they kind of released it a few years after here in America after it came out in China and retitled it Super Cop. So it's close. I'll give it to Super Cop, but I won't mind either one going through, actually.
Yeah. I think so. Actually, I haven't seen Hard Target, so I can't really comment on that one. But Super Cop, I have seen. I've seen all the police story movies except for that fourth one. But and there's some really good stuff. There's a really cool train sequence that's really good. And it's just like. Just another one of those Jackie Chan movies where the stunts are like just top notch and just a lot of fun. And I'll probably be watching that Super Cop 4 soon. But I'll give it to Super Cop.
All right,
Richie.
Wilford Brimley on a fucking horse.
On a horse.
Yeah. Hard Target rules. It's fun. Yeah, this is my Van Damme Die Hard. Super Cop is good. It's a fun movie as well. But I'm gonna go Hard Target. Hard Target rules.
Good. It's
good.
I'm sold. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I vote that we kick off Richie right now. Just
That's ableism.
Your connection sucks, Richie. Jason.
Yeah.
Sorry. I realize how much Jackie Chan movies I need to see still. To be honest, so I'll go with Hard Target. Always loved Hard Target. Definitely one of his better ones, with the general going movie audience as well. And Lance Hendrickson, man, love that guy. So I'll go with Hard Target.
It also has Arnold Vosloo, the Mummy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot about him. Yes.
Emotep is in that movie. That's right. Yes. Early Emotep.
Does anyone else agree though that Wilford Brimley has looked 60 years old ever since he was in his 30s? He's looked old. Like in Cocoon, he's literally
diabetes will do that to you, bro.
And he looks like he's like 60. Come on. But Madi, what do you say?
I hate Hard Target. I honestly hate it.
Holy moly!
I really hate it. The stupid fucking snake scene.
Fuck you! Get off the stream. Get off the stream.
He punches the snake. It's great.
Shut up, Richie, you had your time. It's my time now.
Yeah.
He punches a snake. He punches a snake in the face.
To quote the current vice president, I'm speaking. All right. Like, come on now. This movie is so bad. The stupid mullet throws me off every single time I see it, especially with that goddamn earring. He looks ridiculous. Wilford Brimley does a worse Cajun accent than Channing Tatum in the Deadpool movie. Like, it's awful. I sat through that movie for a movie debate, and I was sitting there going, I have to argue that this is better than the whatever the hell I picked. I don't even remember what I picked. I just remember that this movie was so goddamn terrible. I hated it. Like Lance Henriksen, sure, he's doing the best he can, but the whole movie, I'm just like, didn't they just make this movie like recently except better? Like what was that one that they like kind of didn't release, but it did release because it was about like hunting like poor people?
The Hunt.
Sure. I watched The Hunt and I was like, that's a decent movie. This was just a pile of shit. I hated it so much. And Super Cop, Michelle Yeoh is in it. She's phenomenal in it. Jackie Chan's in it. Super Cop is probably my second favorite Jackie Chan movie behind Super Cop or behind Police Story 1. They have a really phenomenal, like on top of a bus fight scene that they do, which like stunt wise, I'm still not entirely sure how they pulled off.
On top of so many vehicles in that movie, yeah.
But wasn't it like, okay, want to spoil it, but there's a point where it's like he gets thrown through another vehicle's window while on top of a bus.
Yeah.
And like the way they shot that, I'm like, how the hell do you even pull that off logistically? What was this, like early 90s, I want to say, maybe?
Yeah, like 92.
92,
yeah.
and they're pulling off something like that. I was like, get out of here. This is ridiculous. This is like one of the coolest things I've seen put on screen. But no, Super Cop against most other movies on this list would prevail. Against Hard Target, it's an easy pass. Come on now.
Did I mention he punches a snake?
Oh, you mean
punches a
Come on. Even watching it, I can feel myself losing brain cells and getting right. Like I've aged 30 years just watching that goddamn scene.
You're all now dumber, like Billy Madison says.
Yeah,
it's straight up the scene from Billy Madison. It's like, we are all now dumber because of what you have done.
Yeah,
that's what that movie. I can't afford to be any dumber than I already am. Get out of here. I need to take a freaking nap.
Okay. Boy, I'm kind of like the complete opposite because out of the Van Damme movies I've watched in my life, so far, this is my favorite one. Hard Target is my favorite one so far. It's very close between that one and Sudden Death. But those are the two I actually would rewatch. I think Hard Target is a lot of fun. It's unpredictable regarding the characters, actually. Like, I did not expect a few of the characters to get killed off, actually. Yeah, especially like one with 30 minutes to go. I was like, whoa, oh, that character's gone. All right, let's move on. The climax does go over long, in my opinion, that action sequence, but unfortunately, it's going up against Super Cop, and that's my second favorite movie.
Don't turn heel. Don't turn heel. Why are you turning heel?
But no, Michelle Yeoh. Come on, Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah,
she is great in this movie. She's phenomenal in this movie, and there's a stunt in the movie. I'm not going to describe the stunt in Super Cop. Tarantino described it as one of the greatest stunts ever seen on film. He's right. It's great. Not as funny as. It's a little funny as well because there's a subplot that is a bit repetitive involving his girlfriend, played by Maggie Cheung. I mean, we saw her in The Hero already. I prefer it over Police Story 2, in my opinion. I think it's more well-paced and it has a better involving plot. And again, Michelle Yeoh being an addition to this series has just kicked it up a notch for me. And we got to move Michelle Yeoh through. Come on. She's phenomenal. So, Super Cop.
Right.
Sorry, Richie. I love Hard Target, but Super Cop.
If you guys do a part 2 for Best Martial Artist, put Michelle Yeoh in there because she's got so many bangers.
Yeah, we could throw in there. Yeah,
Michelle Yeoh is way more of a treasure than Wilford.
The Glimmer Man and Rush Hour 2. So Rush Hour 2 wins.
Yeah,
Rush Hour 2.
Rush Hour 2.
Rush Hour 2.
Okay, sounds good.
Rush Hour, yeah.
That was for Mendel.
Fearless and Rogue One. So Jet Li again, Fearless and Rogue One with Donnie Yen. So, I mean, an interesting one. I mean, more and more martial arts centric, obviously, but one pretty big role for Donnie Yen, at least a big breakout. We can go quick, Jordan.
Yeah, I've actually never seen Fearless, so I can't really comment. But Rogue One is a great overall movie, and Donnie Yen, I feel like so this is the first time that I know of that he played a blind character, but then they essentially did almost the same character in John Wick 4. But he's good. He's fun. He takes out a bunch of stormtroopers, and he's kind of a guy that's like trying to fill the Force, but it isn't all the way there. But he's kind of like based on faith, if you want to call it that, a type of guy, and I kind of dig that. So yeah, and I haven't seen Fearless, so I'll go Rogue One. So, but Richie, what do you say?
I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of threw me. I didn't expect to see Rogue One in here. I understand that, yeah, it's got it's decent, some decent fight scenes. But yeah, and Donnie Yen's really good. But just because Fearless is, I don't mind Fearless. It's all right, and Jet Li's good. Just for overall, it's an overall good decent martial arts movie, I'd go Fearless. But I mean, I love Rogue One. But.
Yeah. Jonathan.
Or Jason.
What?
Oh, sorry.
I'm a little busy here for a moment.
Yeah, Jason.
The other Jay. Yeah. Jason.
I haven't seen Fearless, but I love Rogue One. It's my second favorite Star Wars movie behind Empire. I love this movie to death, actually, and I think Donnie Yen's actually a standout character. Constantly going, "I am one with the Force. The Force is with me," and I just really enjoyed the hell out of this one a lot. I think I always tell people it's Saving Private Ryan meets Star Wars with that end battle, that whole third act, and that's what there was a grittiness to this movie that I didn't see in any other Star Wars films. That I absolutely love that style. So I'll go Rogue One for me.
All right.
Yeah, Rogue One puts the war in Star Wars. I mean, come on.
Really, it does.
Yeah, but
I was literally going to say almost exactly word for word what Jason just said. I also haven't seen Fearless. I think Rogue One is phenomenal. Second favorite behind Empire. Like as you were saying, I was like, this motherfucker just stole my script. But no, like legit. Rogue One is a not necessarily a martial arts movie, but Donnie Yen is phenomenal in it as like the kind of blind spiritual warrior. Rogue One from easy.
Yeah, Jonathan.
I'm gonna hop on that train with Jason and Adish there. I haven't seen Fearless. Rogue One. Yeah, Donnie Yen is a standout in this movie. Yeah, he's fantastic, and he basically gives the most martial arts driven performance of the group there. So, yeah, Rogue One, I think it's one of the better Star Wars movies, and definitely one of the better Star Wars stories in recent years, given what we're getting right nowadays. But Rogue One.
Yeah, Austin.
Yeah, I'll go Rogue One as well. But for any of you wrestling fans as well, Nathan Jones fights Jet Li in a wrestling ring in Fearless, so that should sell you on that. And it's really fun. And this is when we were just putting Nathan Jones up against people in movies like Troy, with Brad Pitt, and then the Protector with Tony Jaa. He fights Tony Jaa in that movie like a couple of times. So this was Nathan Jones is the big motherfucker. He's also in Jackie Chan's First Strike. Big 7 foot dude, muscular dude fighting little guys. That's his specialty. So just throwing that out there. It's good stuff.
I did not see him listed in the cast when I look it up on Google, but I believe you.
He's in there. Oh yeah, he's in there. They have a fight in a wrestling ring. Yeah. All right, we got, and then this is the final one, but it's a Bruce Lee with the last two.
No.
So it's Enter the Dragon and the Big Boss. So final two, Bruce.
All right.
Richie.
Fuck.
No, of course I gotta go on this one. Annoying. I like the Big Boss. It's good. I'm just gonna go for like the more iconic one. I think one of the best one, which I think is Enter the Dragon. I think Enter the Dragon is fantastic. So, I don't mind if Big Boss goes through, but so it's very tough. It's not fair, but it's fun to fight. Anyway, I'm still reeling over Hard Target. Anyway, into the Dragon.
Yeah.
Jason.
Yeah, Jason.
I'm gonna go Enter the Dragon here. This is probably the Bruce Lee movie I've seen the most. I think it's pretty fantastic. Good story, and all that. It has the classic fight at the end, and is it his sister in there? There's the scene with his sister fighting everyone in the little coastal town. I thought that shot really, really well. Like really, really well. That's that bird's eye view of them, of her fighting and everything like that. I like Enter the Dragon for sure for me.
Yeah. Madi, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. It sucks that these guys are paired up right at the top. But if you have to pick one, it's Enter the Dragon. It's one of those timeless films, and ideally speaking, Big Boss would have made it further on, but you're going up against one of the greats right now. So
yeah. Jonathan.
Yeah, the Big Boss is a good launch point for Bruce Lee. I think it's a good launch point for his better movies like Enter the Dragon. I think Enter the Dragon is the best Bruce Lee movie of the 5. Yeah, it's very close to another one, but Enter the Dragon is definitely the more iconic one. It's not wholly great because there are a few moments where it becomes a little arbitrary regarding character arcs, but the action's great. The martial arts choreography is fantastic. And yeah, it's a shame that they're both up against each other. But Big Boss is good. Enter the Dragon, however, is very good. So Enter the Dragon.
Yeah. Austin, what do you say?
Yeah, no, I Enter the Dragon's in my top 64. I think this movie's a goddamn masterpiece. Like it's excellent. I've seen it in the theater a couple of times. I have 8x10s autographed by both John Saxon and Jim Kelly before he passed away, who were both great. Yeah, so luckily I've got to meet like people who were in this movie. I almost met Bob Wall, who's the guy with like the eye scar. Like I almost got to meet him, but he dropped out of it when I was going to meet him at. But yeah, like I think this movie's freaking great. It's like a Bond movie with Bruce Lee, but it's also martial arts. It's great. And yeah, it's kind of a prototype of Mortal Kombat. It's all these people getting brought to this island, and then they all have a big tournament, and there's an evil villain, and there's big fight scenes, and it's great. Like it's super, super fun. So I'll easily go Enter the Dragon. That movie rules. I think it should be a heavy favorite on this one.
Yeah, I think this is probably, in my opinion, Bruce Lee's best movie versus his worst one. Not to say The Big Boss is like horrible, but it's definitely a product of its time for me. It's just kind of, I try to watch it, and it's parts of it are kind of hard to even get through for me. It's just kind of like not great, but Enter the Dragon's awesome. Yeah, what do they call the block of gym that he fights? That's a cool fight scene. And yeah, like you kind of said it, Austin, that it's like a Bond movie where he fights bigger and badder people and kind of gets to like an ultimate boss villain at the end. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I'll go Enter the Dragon.
All right, there we go. All right, so speed round time. We'll speed through to the finish here. So any guys can't hang around, it's going to go much, much faster. Yeah, much like rapid fire punches, rapid fire.
Yeah, I do have to go, guys. But if it was a Saturday night, it'd be different. But
gotcha.
No, it's all good.
Understood.
Yeah, I think It Man would win for me. Just so you know.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks.
We'll see.
Do you have anything you want to plug before you head out?
Yeah, if you guys like Backtrack Cinema, that's my channel. I talk mostly movies of the past, 70s, 80s, 90s, action, horror, sci-fi, drama, whatever have you, rankings, reviews, doing a huge 31 days of horror. So I'm going to have a video every single day in the month of October.
Nice.
So I've been recording, editing for the last 2 to 3 weeks to get it all done. So
good Lord.
Yeah, guys, hop on over there. We have a good we always have a good time there. Just ask the Wolfman. And yeah, thank you, Jordan, for reaching out and having me on for this. This is absolutely a lot of fun, and for sure, man. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thanks again.
Thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
See you, Jason.
All right. Did you say you were in the same boat, or
yeah, I was gonna head out, but like, I gotta work in the morning too, so I gotta try and get something.
All right, cool. Well, you want to plug anything?
I have nothing to plug, dude.
Okay.
If you get sick when you're in the area, I'll be at the hospital most days from 9 a.m. till 7 p.m.
All right.
Usually on call too. So if you get, don't get sick. Actually, I prefer you not to, because that'd be weird. I'm gonna say I'll say a top 4 of the ones that we have. So I'll go Hero, Police Story, Enter the Dragon.
It's a Drunken Master, right? Like the OG Drunken Master.
And then I was gonna say the other OG Drunken Master or Police Story 3 Super Cop. Like those would be my picks for what should be up there. And then also honorable mention to The Foreigner, which isn't on this list, but it's a great.
The Foreigner's really good. I like that. It's kind of less martial arts, but
it's less martial arts. That's why it's more.
It's
just
less
like
martial arts, and they were like, "Hey, Jackie Chan, you need to slow down your punches." And it's like, "Oh, all right, yeah, I guess I have to portray."
You're kind of an older man in this movie.
You're an older man in this movie. It's like I'm an older man in real life. It's like just play a normal older man, not you.
Right.
Man. Also, Kung Fu Panda 2 should have been on this list, but all right. Peace out, guys. Thanks for having me as always. Hopefully, can get on here within the next year, depending on when I have time.
Sure, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, sir. All right, we'll go speed round it. If we want to try, Malcolm, if you want to try to jump on, we can get you in here as a fifth if you want to be a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You got 1 minute.
Yeah, I know.
But I know how those 14-hour shifts go. I used to work in the medical field like my D, so but you usually get like 3 days off a week, so that's nice.
All right. We'll get started. Jordan, if you want to ask Malcolm off air while I'm running this, if he wants to jump in, he can jump in. But we'll keep going for right now. So speed round, you guys know how it works. Unleash versus Fist of Fury. So we were starting with Jason and Mattia. You got to mark them off.
That's me.
So Jonathan, yeah. There you go.
Fist of Fury.
Yeah, I'll go Fist of Fury.
Yeah, Fist of Fury.
And Richie?
I'll go Fist of Fury.
Fury. All right, Bruce Lee. All right, moving on. Iron Monkey and Universal Soldier. I'll go Universal Soldier. Jordan?
I'll go Iron Monkey.
Okay. Richie?
Universal Soldier.
Okay. And Jonathan?
Well, again, a predicament because I haven't seen either one of these.
Yeah.
Iron Monkey.
Okay, it's a tie, but Jonathan, you were next on the tiebreaker list when I had the thing going, so I'll give it to you.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of ties.
All right, Iron Monkey.
Iron Monkey.
Yeah,
all right, so
Iron Monkey.
All right, we got Lionheart and the Karate Kid. Jordan.
They're both like mediocre.
Why is
I'll give it to the Karate Kid.
All right. Let me know if he says anything and if I need to send him a link, Jordan.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Just
I'll
let
let you know.
in the private chat or on my message thing. Anyways, are you voted Karate Kid?
Oh, they just dropped a Mickey 17 trailer. Sorry.
It's all right.
I'm watching that after this.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm sad they delayed it though. I want to see it this year. Yeah. Richie.
Lionheart.
Lionheart.
Yeah.
Jonathan.
Yeah, this is going to be a shocker. Lionheart.
Yeah, I'm also going to go Lionheart.
Ooh,
so,
really?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have Jaden Smith in it. So.
There you go. That's why, actually.
All right, Black Mask and
Expendables
2.
Van Damme in it.
Richie.
Expendables 2.
Okay. Jonathan.
Expendables 2.
Yeah, for Jet Li and Van Damme, and one of Van Damme's better things, Expendables 2. Jordan.
What's the Jackie
Black
Chan
Mask.
one?
Oh, it's Black Mass, the Jet Li. So it's a Jet Li versus Jet Li, technically, yeah.
Oh, the Jet Li one. Well, I'll vote for Black Mass.
Okay.
Mask.
But Expendables 2 moves on. All right, we'll go the original Drunken Master versus Drunken Master 2.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, here it was.
Oh.
Yeah, we were dreading this one. Yeah, so original and sequel. Jonathan, original or sequel? What you got?
I like the sequel a little more, so I got sequel.
Yeah, again, it's that, the little, just a tad more, but it's a smidge. But yeah, I'll go Drunken Master 2, though. But I do think one of these should at least make it to the 8 for sure.
Yeah. I'm with you guys, too. The Legend of Drunken Master by a hair.
By hair. Richie?
Sequel.
Wow.
Sequel. All right. So there we go. All right, sequel. Hey, but it's really good. They're both great. So
Yeah.
all right. Under Siege 2 and Ip Man. All right, Ip Man wins. And all right, Rush Hour and The Way of the Dragon. Chuck Norris. I don't know where this is gonna go. Let's see. All right. I'm first. Oh man, this is tricky. Rush Hour's great. Again, I'm trying to push for Bruce Lee because he doesn't have as many in here. So I'll go Way of the Dragon, but I won't mind if either one goes. Jordan?
Yeah, there's a better Rush Hour movie still on here, so I'll go Way of the Dragon.
Okay.
Richie.
I'll go Rush Hour.
Rush Hour. And Jonathan?
Chuck Norris, The Way of the Dragon.
Yeah. Hell yeah. All right.
Just as for Chuck Norris, I'd like to see an alternate reality where he wins that fight.
Yeah. Ip Man 4 and The One. All right. Jordan.
You know what? I've only seen the first 3 Ip Man movies, so I'm gonna go with the 1.
Okay, Richie.
Ip Man 4, I guess. The 1's not good.
Okay, Jonathan.
Yeah, goodbye the 1. Ip Man 4.
Yeah, I'll go with Ip Man 4. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the 1 either. Good concept, just
I like
weird execution. I don't know, weird. All right. There we go. All right, so we'll jump on the other side, see what else makes the Sweet 16 here, and then we'll get to the Elite 8. All right, we got Under Siege and Bloodsport. Ooh, tricky one for me. Richie.
Bloodsport.
Okay. Jonathan.
Okay, at least the Seagal movie should go through just for at least one more round. Under Siege.
Okay. I would, but Bloodsport's in my 64. Bloodsport.
Oh.
I love that movie. Yeah, that's the one edges up for me.
And I don't like Under Siege, so I'll go Bloodsport.
That's fine.
Ooh,
That's
all
fine.
right, that's fine. Yeah, Seagal might not get any in there, which is probably okay.
That's
probably
okay. It's okay.
It's okay for what it is. That's fine.
Okay.
I think that was it.
Okay.
I think that's the last chance right there.
That might have been the last chance he had. Yeah, I think, if I remember right. But Time Cop and Police Story. Jonathan.
Should we really debate this?
I mean,
Yeah.
Time Cop did get a lot of votes, but if you guys want to put through Police Story, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. It's a better martial arts. I agree with that. That's
better.
fine. All right. Okay. All right. So yeah, Malcolm's gonna pass. So it's just gonna be the 4 of us. I'll keep track of the ties. It's all right. Rumble in the Bronx and Jackie Chan's First Strike came out within a year of each other. So these are kind of both American back to backs. I saw both these in the theater actually. Jonathan.
Rumble in the Bronx.
Yeah, First Strike gets a little wacky in spots, so I'll go Rumble in the Bronx. It gets kind of wacky in a lot of scenes with the sharks and it's where the snowmobile stuff is weird. Jordan,
I forgot though. First Strike does. I know we're in the speed run. I'll make it quick, but does have an incredible ladder sequence. I forgot about where he's like doing all these
or
cool
he's
stunts
fighting with the ladder and up
Yeah.
and down the ladder, and he slid through the ladder in one of the outtakes and broke his nose on like one of the rungs.
Really?
That was a pretty famous outtake. Yeah, of that one. He has the outtakes at the end of the movie. Yeah,
But like Rumble in the Bronx though, it's just like Jackie Chan is on fire, just stunt after stunt. So I got to go Rumble in the Bronx.
Yeah, it's witnessed in the poster right there.
Yeah, right. yeah, he's on fire there. Richie.
Rumble in the Bronx because it doesn't insult Australia.
Yeah, First Strike has the weird dubbing, Australian dubbing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It was filmed in Australia, so it's strange. All right.
He was living in Australia for a while too.
John Wick Chapter 4 and Shanghai Nights. Everybody
So John
not
Wick
voted for
wins?
John Wick.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Sounds good. Yeah. All right. Forbidden Kingdom and Once Upon a Time in China. I'll go Once Upon a Time in China. I'm first, but yeah. Jordan.
I haven't seen either of them, so let's go with Once Upon a Time in China. Sure.
All right, Richie.
I guess Forbidden Kingdom because I've seen it, but again, I'm not a fan. But yeah, I'll get around to
it. All right, Jonathan.
Once Upon a Time in China.
Okay. All right. Yeah, they're good movies. All right. Kickboxer and Hero. Jordan.
I think I'll go Hero. Yeah.
Okay. Richie.
Hero.
Jonathan.
Hero.
Yeah.
That would have been the lone vote for Kickboxer. I would have broke. If Richie had voted for Kickboxer, I would have broke Jonathan's heart again because I would have tied with and gone with the Kickboxer. So you lucked out on that one, Jonathan.
Kickboxer does showcase what he can do with his legs, though. It is pretty.
Yeah, the fights are good. All right, Super Cop and Rush Hour 2. Ooh, good Jackie match. I don't know where this is gonna go. We'll see.
Man.
All right, Richie.
Of course, it's me. Rush Hour 2.
Jonathan.
You don't get to talk about Super Cop a lot, so I'm gonna go Super Cop.
Yeah. For the showcase of what Jackie can do, fights and stunts, Super Cop. But I like Rush Hour 2. But I'm going more martial arty for this one.
And Super Cop is Police Story 3 or what?
Yes. Yeah, correct. Yes.
Man, It's so close. Yeah, just because this is a martial arts match, I'll go Super Cop, but I don't know if I feel totally confident in that vote.
I mean, I understand. Rush Hour 2 is a lot of fun. I get it. But yeah. All right. Super Cop hangs on.
Because in Rush Hour, he's getting Chris Tucker to do the stunts.
Oh, this is
Rogue One and the Dragon. Jonathan?
It's a martial arts tournament. Sorry, Rogue One. Enter the Dragon.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat as you, Jonathan, and it's in my top 64. So, and the Dragon.
Well, Rogue One is in my top 64, but for this tournament, I'm still going Enter the Dragon.
Richie?
Yeah, I love Rogue One, but I have to go to the Dragon here.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't have an Enter the Dragon poster on my wall. I have a Rogue One.
All right, so got some tough matchups coming up because these are all determined Elite Eight. We might have some tough decisions here. We'll see.
Ooh.
All right, so all these, and I did post a 2001 poll, so I'm getting better about the polls. I posted that.
I saw that. Yeah.
So it's in there.
Nice.
So I'll write these down for the poll for this Kung Fu tournament. But we'll start out with, and I'll just rattle off who's who. So Bruce Lee and Fist of Fury versus Donnie Yen and Iron Monkey. Me first. I'll go Fist of Fury here. Jordan.
I think I'll show some love for Iron Monkey. I actually really like that movie.
Would you?
Fist of Fury.
Fist of Fury. All right. And Jonathan.
Let's put the Bruce Lee movie through. Fist of Fury.
Okay, so he's at least got one in there. All right,
Yeah.
so Fist of Fury. I'm write that down real quick. Okay. All right, moving down to Van Damme with Lionheart and the Expendables 2. So Van Damme versus Van Damme. All right, Jordan.
In my opinion, still two like mediocre to bad movies. I'll go Expendables, I guess.
Okay. Richie.
Expendables 2.
Yeah, Jonathan.
Well, you win with Jet Li and JCVD, so the Expendables 2.
Yeah. And I think the meteor Van Damme role is Expendables 2. He's having fun in that movie. So, yeah, and I think he's having a blast. All right, so yeah, Expendables 2 moves on. All right, there we go. And you get both of them, yeah, both Jet and Van Damme. Got Drunken Master 2. Ooh, and Ip Man. Oh, one of these is not going to make the Elite Eight. Oh, no. Oh, shit.
Geez.
I need a moment.
I know, yeah. You can take your full 10 seconds on this one.
One of the toughest ones. Oh.
Yeah, one of these is not going to make the 8, and that sucks. Oof. But Richie, unfortunately, you're up first because it's a tough one, obviously. So.
Of course it is. God damn it. Ip Man.
Okay. Jonathan?
Look, I watched a lot of the martial arts movies, and these are actually my 1 and 2. These are like my favorite stories.
Yeah.
So this is heartbreaking. Drunken Master 2.
Okay. This is tough because, I don't know how many Donnie's going to get in there. I feel if he's going to get one, it's got to be Ip Man. Like, he's got to get one in there. And because it's his just overall best movie. I'll go Ip Man.
Man, this is tough because just like you are with Bruce Lee, like Jackie Chan's probably my guy out of this tournament. Like I love Jackie Chan.
Yeah, actually, me too.
Yeah. I think I gotta go Legend of Drunken Master.
Oh, it's a tie to me. Yeah. Oh, fuck me. This is still tough. Yeah. Shit. Ip Man. I feel like Donnie's got to get one in there.
Yeah.
It's his only chance to get one in there.
This is the best one.
Yeah, I think if Donnie's going to get at least one, I gotta at least give him Ip Man. It may not win the tournament. We'll see. But I got to get him in there. All right. The Way of the Dragon and Ip Man 4.
Ip Man.
Is anybody? Yeah, we got Ip Man. Yeah, it's not the way that we're gonna get Way of the Dragon in there. Is that what it is? Okay.
Oh, another Chuck Norris, by the way. Another one.
Yeah, because Chuck Norris also in Expendables 2. He kind of sneakily got two into the Elite Eight tonight, and he wasn't even a focus of it. Yes. All right. Way of the
two Bruce Lees.
Yeah, we got 2 Bruces. All right, so he's got 2 so far. We'll see how he does. All right, going to the other side. We got Bloodsport and Police Story. Jonathan?
I mean, Police Story. It's a prominent martial arts movie right there. I mean,
yeah, it's not as easy for me, Jonathan. Because again, Bloodsport's in my 64. I love Bloodsport. It's just it speaks to me as far as just entertainment. Just because we don't have Jackie yet, I feel like we got to at least get his franchise in there at least once. So I'll go. No, not yet. Wow. So I'll go Police Story just to get Jackie in there for at least one, one of them.
Yeah, I'd go Police Story.
Okay, Richie.
What do you say? Police Story. Yes.
Police Story. All right, so Police Story does get in there. So Jackie's got one. I was like, oh fuck, Drunken Master might not make it. I was like, shit. I know. Sorry, it was close. All right, Rumble in the Bronx and John Wick Chapter 4. Me.
Shoot.
John Wick 4, man. Donnie Yen rules in that movie.
Man, I don't know. I mean, overall, I have John Wick Chapter 4 ranked way higher on my all-time list, but man, the more you go back and see those stunts and stuff, Rumble in the Bronx is good, but I think I gotta go with John Wick, though. Yeah.
Richie?
John Wick.
Okay. And Jonathan?
Yeah, I like John Wick 4 a little more. John Wick 4.
All right. Going down to Once Upon a Time in China and Hero.
Jet Li.
Jet Li. So he's going to get in no matter what on this one.
And Donnie Yen is in Hero.
And Donnie Yen, is also in Hero. So we'll see what happens here. Jordan, you're up first.
I still haven't seen Once Upon a Time in China, so I'll vote for Hero.
All right, Richie. Richie, you're muted.
Thought you were in deep thought.
Hero.
Okay.
Jonathan?
They're both equal. Donnie Yen is going to go through. Actually, this is amazing. So, Hero. Yeah.
Okay.
Donnie Yen.
I would have gone Once Upon a Time in China just because I think it's really underrated. But hey, Jonathan, you get your movie redemption here for Hero. So there you go. So at least makes the Elite Eight for this episode. So does that make up
for wire work
for 2002 or whatever it was where it got knocked out like immediately?
I forgive y'all now.
All right, it's in the Elite Eight of this one. So yeah, we got another. Jet Li gets another one along kind of slightly with Donnie Yen for that one.
Yeah.
All right. And then we got Super Cop and Enter the Dragon for the final one here for the Elite Eight. Or not the final, or is it? Yeah. What did I miss? Yeah, what did I miss? I didn't write one down.
You get John Wick, Police Story.
Oh, John Wick, I didn't write down. My bad. Yeah,
okay.
John Wick 4. Okay. Richie, you're up first.
Into the Dragon.
Okay. Jonathan?
Sorry, Michelle Yeoh. Enter the Dragon.
Yeah, I gotta go Enter the Dragon. It's in my that's also in my 64. Gotta do it.
Yeah, just because I think it's the best Bruce Lee movie, Enter the Dragon.
Okay, so despite only having 5 movies in the tournament and having a disadvantage in that, he gets 3 in the Elite Eight. So there you go.
Man. I think Donnie Yen's tied.
So Donnie Yen, technically has Hero, Ip Man, and John Wick Chapter 4. So he also has 3. Jackie Chan unfortunately only gets 1 with Police Story.
Geez.
And then
Jackie Chan dirty like
that.
that.
Jet Li has Expendables 2 and Hero. And Van Damme only has Expendables 2. And then Seagal gets shut out. So there you go.
There we go. We're okay with that.
All right. Yeah. So sorry,
he
Seagal.
appropriately gets shut out. Yeah.
I think as close as he would have come would have been Under Siege. Maybe that would have been his closest chance. All right. So we'll see what just takes this whole thing now. We've got our Elite Eight. So let's see what takes the whole martial arts kit and caboodle here. We got Fist of Fury and Expendables 2. Jonathan?
Fist of Fury.
I'll go Fist of Fury.
And Fist of Fury, that's the one where he fights Chuck Norris, right?
No,
Fist of Fury is the one where he fights the dojo.
Oh, okay. Well, that's still good. Fist of Fury, yeah.
Okay. Richie?
And I would have gone Expendables 2. But it's right.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fist of Fury in the final four. We got Ip Man versus Way of the Dragon, which is the Chuck Norris one.
Yeah, that's the one. Okay.
Yes, that's the one. Huh? Still a tough matchup. This is tough, but I think I'll go Ip Man just to get Donnie Yen. Give him a chance.
Yeah, I'll also go Ip Man.
Richie?
Ip Man.
Jonathan?
Yeah, I think right now I see a better Bruce Lee movie here, so I'm gonna go Ip Man.
Yeah, it's kind of my logic too. I'm going with that. All right. On the other side, we got John Wick Chapter 4 and Police Story. Jordan?
Jackie Chan.
Fudge. Yeah, we gotta have Jackie Chan in there. At least I think so. We only can have 4 out of 6, but
Yeah.
I'll do Police Story.
Okay. Richie?
Police Story.
All right. And Jonathan?
Yeah, that will be criminal if we didn't get it. Jackie Chan in the final four. Police Story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that same logic because Donnie's got Ip Man, and he's the front. He's the showcase in that movie, but he's great in John Wick Chapter 4, obviously.
Yeah.
But at least he's in the. Yeah, he's top billed in Ip Man. So, but yeah, let's get Jackie into the final four. Police Story. All right, I got Hero and Enter the Dragon. All right. Technically, by the way, Enter the Dragon is also kind of. I forgot to mention Jackie Chan. He has a cameo.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, there's the bit where he's fighting all the different henchmen underground, and he grabs the one guy and goes and kind of pulls his neck. That's Jackie Chan. In a very, very brief, quick cameo.
Nice.
So kind of technically Jackie Chan also. Richie?
Into the Dragon.
All right. Jonathan?
It's the end for Hero. Enter the Dragon.
Yeah, I got to stick with Enter the Dragon.
Yep. Enter the Dragon.
All right. Enter the Dragon. I kind of see what the final I want to see here. It's very close.
Yeah. I think I know.
There's a finale I'm gunning for here that I think would be pretty damn good and kind of poetic if you think about it. When you think about the context.
True, but
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm just saying for me personally. Jonathan, we'll start with Fist of Fury and Ip Man.
I gotta be honest, this episode contains some of the toughest matchups ever.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh my god. I've seen both of them once, but Ip Man.
Yeah, I'll go Ip Man.
Yep, I'll go Ip Man.
Richie?
Ip Man.
Wow.
Ip Man into the finals.
Yeah.
All right, on the other side, we got Enter the Dragon and Police Story.
That's the championship, in my opinion.
It is, yeah. That is the championship.
All right.
Well, I don't know. Ip Man is
really good. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll go Enter the Dragon. Jordan?
I think I got to give it to Police Story.
Richie?
I just realized I think I know what the final you're gunning for. And I get it. So, yeah, Into the Dragon. I think.
Jonathan?
Was it?
Yeah. I know what he wants. Yeah.
You win with both Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan here. So Enter the Dragon.
Okay. And what I was kind of alluding to was now you have a Bruce Lee movie versus Bruce Lee's master.
Yeah.
About Bruce Lee's master. Yeah. I think it's kind of poetic. You know what I mean? Like, it's a poetic finale. But it's a good match because I can see either one of these winning. I don't know where this is going to go. So we got Ip Man for Donnie Yen, and we got Bruce Lee and Enter the Dragon. So, Jordan, you got to kick us off.
Oh, man. Well, this is fitting for a championship because this may be the toughest one for me. I think I gotta go with Ip Man. What's up,
Richie?
Make it interesting. Into the Dragon.
Jonathan?
Enter the Dragon.
man, I'm a Bruce Lee guy, man. Gotta go Enter the Dragon. All right, that's it.
Enter the Dragon. There it is.
All right, yes. And I've always been trying to get it far in tournaments, and it's never had a chance against like general movies. But I was like, man, in a martial arts tournament, can it take it? You know, like can it come close? And there you go. So yeah, we got Enter the Dragon.
First time.
Yeah, I was double checking that just to make sure because I mean it's been in a few tournaments, mostly stuff related to me because I have it in my 64 and 128. I think those are kind of the only times it's popped up, really. But I was double checking. Yeah, I believe it is a first time winner. I was double checking to see if Ip Man maybe snuck in like a 2008 tournament. I was looking to see which one 2008, but that was The Wrestler, Man on Wire, and There Will Be Blood. So
oh, Man on Wire won.
Man on Wire won a tournament. Yes, it did.
Wow, respect.
Yeah, that was one I wasn't here for. But yeah, there you go.
I will say, though, that I have been to Bruce Lee's gravesite, though, because he was buried in Lakeview, Washington. That's just outside of Seattle. And I lived in Seattle for 4 years. So I went and visited his grave. So if you're ever up there, you can visit Bruce Lee's grave.
All right, guys. Well, yeah, maybe a tougher tournament we thought it would be, maybe given the lineup, you know, and whatnot. But pretty some fun matchups as well. Fun to kind of reminisce about some cheesy movies here and there, but some really genuinely great movies. I think the Elite Eight is a nice blend of things. It's good stuff. I would have liked to, see maybe one more Jackie Chan get in there.
I know.
That was tough. That Drunken Master versus Ip Man was tough. Yeah, that was really, really tough.
Rumble in the Bronx could have done it. I don't know.
Yeah, it was that one was close. Yeah, so but still, good stuff there all around. So yeah,
Can I do my plugs first? I got a jet.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say that I'll have to send this episode. We used to have one of my friends on, but he thought the episodes were too long, or I don't know what the thing was. But he stopped coming on. My buddy Mark, his favorite actor of all time is Jackie Chan, so I'll have to send this one to him. So
yeah.
But we'll do plugs. So Richie, what do you have going on?
Yeah, so Wheel of Movies this week, right? Is it this week?
It'll be tomorrow. Yeah,
tomorrow. Lion King, Jacob Barber, and so check that out in memory of James Earl Jones. And then Lonely Marks. Lonely Marks, that's my doorbell. Lonely Marks, just doing our own ranking, best wrestlers never to win the world title, and you can find me elsewhere, all on the Trivia Spaces.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
sounds good.
Just got some dog chaos and people at the door and all kinds of stuff. You gotta go. I know you gotta go.
Yeah. We'll see you later, man. But Jonathan, thanks for joining us. And what do you have going on?
Yeah, this was fun. Yeah, this was fun discussing all these movies in this genre and movies that we don't talk about as often. It's refreshing.
That's why I looked at this list, and I don't think we had a single.
Yeah,
I had to double check the list. Other than John Wick 4, which has won a tournament, I don't think we really had any previous winners other than John Wick 4. So that's what made it interesting to me.
Yeah, right.
We're almost guaranteed to have a unique winner. So
right.
John Wick 4 has won one. I think that's the only one in this tournament that has won before. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, Rush Hour did it win? Rush Hour?
Rush Hour has never won? No.
Never won.
I think it's just John Wick Chapter 4 because that one won an anticipated tournament. So there you go.
Yeah, well, I guess 98, maybe. Well, probably not. I don't think I'll have a chance. But no, again, this was great. Discussing all these movies. Most of them were pretty good. Yeah. And some, like I said before, some of the toughest matchups I've ever had to participate upon.
Yeah.
Decide upon. And that's it. You can find me on various social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, Threads. It's right down there, Senecaro. I will be prominent on this channel next month, actually, October. I'm going to be busy.
Yeah. You'll be on a few of them. So
God, I'm going to be on here a lot. I'm going to be on one horror tournament. Break the meld there. I'll definitely be prominent in a 1999 tournament for sure.
Yep.
And then I think I'm
trying to see if you're on anything else. I think those are
those are it
main ones. Yeah.
Yeah, and then a couple of other ones in November. Obviously, there's a big one,
Yeah.
but But I'll also be on Chance Olsen's channel come October 1st, discussing football, basically.
Oh, nice.
I'll make my debut there. So far, it's been a wacky 2 weeks in the NFL.
It's been good for my Seahawks, though. Let's go. They're
my Texans. My Texans are great right now.
Yeah.
My Jaguars suck ass. But also the Browns.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no, but seriously,
can we take the money back from Trevor Lawrence? The $270 million. Can we take that back?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
or can you
people are
give that
asking
back?
about Deshaun Watson in Cleveland and also Daniel Jones in New York. Yeah. Bryce Young in Carolina, he's benched. So yeah, it's a mess. Yeah, sorry, Austin, about your Jaguars. In week 4, I think that's what we'll play.
But Kenneth Walker III in Seattle.
But anyway, I'll make my debut there on October 1st to discuss football, and and I think that's it. So my list should be ready next month, obviously. I'll talk about a potential guest with y'all, maybe. I'll want to request them on. But anyway, aside from that, that's it. Again, this is a great episode. I think this was a lot more civil, actually a lot more fun.
Other than Medi's like passionate hatred for Jean-Claude Van Damme.
That was a shocking one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. But and that on deadly ground.
That's great.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I tried to pull some fun stuff as we kind of mentioned some things, but yeah, good stuff.
Okay, but that's it. That's it for me.
Yeah, sounds good. Austin.
As Richie mentioned, so literally tomorrow night here on the channel, we're doing it a day early than we usually do it, but just for Jacob Barber's schedule, we'll do Wheel of Movies in honor of the late great James Earl Jones, rest in peace. So we'll do a Lion King tribute tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, just about an hour deep dive into that movie. So you can join us for that. And then Lonely Marks on Thursday, we'll be doing an episode of Rank 'Em, talking about people who should have been champion or could have been world champion who never were. And then I'll just be rejoin the movie here. I won't be on that TV episode, Jordan. You guys are doing your TV thing. That's cool. I got some other things going on on the side, but I'll be back for the 2000 Ladder Series next week. So there you go.
Yeah.
And if you want to see me get drunk, last week, speaking of Wolfman, he was here tonight with Jason in the comments. We did our monthly mistake last week on Mega Movie Z of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. We got to 6 beers on that one. That was brutal.
Oh,
because my girlfriend actually added an extra stipulation where every time they said Charlie, we had to take a drink, and that's every family scene in that movie. They said Charlie about 9 million times.
They'll kill you.
Over and over and over again. And Wonka. Charlie and Wonka killed us. So check that out. That was a lot of fun.
Nice. Yeah, but I do just wanted to mention one of my favorite sketch things. If anyone remembers Mad TV, you should go back and watch Will Sasso doing Steven Seagal impressions. It's so good.
Yes.
Like he has a pretty spot on impression. Just gets pissed.
And if you want to see the worst
Seagal does.
SNL episode of all time, go watch when Steven Seagal hosted SNL. It's pretty infamous.
It's really bad.
Yes, he's been overwhelmingly named the worst host of all time in like 1991 or whatever it was. Really bad. And you can look online. Dana Carvey and a whole bunch of people have stories about when he hosted, what a weirdo he was, behind the scenes. So go look that up. But sorry, Seagal, you didn't make the cut tonight.
Sorry.
But it was fun talking about some of your movies. So I'll say that.
Yeah, but as far as this channel goes, you can find us on all the social medias at Movie Hero 2121 and Jordan 83616, and then you can find us over in the Movie Hero Network group over on Facebook. So if you have any projects you're working on or a YouTube channel that you'd like to promote, you're welcome to come do that and promote as much as you want over there, and we'll share it out. We'll tell people to subscribe. And comment and do all the things that hopefully will get your channel seen in the algorithms, because we just help each other out over there. And then we just did a trivia match to end the summertime, because last week here it was still in the 90s, and then it's just starting to cool off this week where I'm at in Idaho. But and so our match was just movies where it's hot and like sweaty and the summertime stuff. So we did that. And then
I'll go. Hang on a second.
Oh yeah.
You should go get it because Enter the Dragon won. I mean,
yeah, right. But and then yeah, there you go. But we'll have more.
Cheers, Jonathan.
Yeah, well, more trivia coming up soon. Which let me actually bring it up here because I want to tell people if anyone's tuning in who's going to be on the next match. Let's see.
4K.
I know it's going to be Rick Weaver, Maria Hammond, and as it loads that, those two are on it, and James Shimo and Jeremy Potter. So they'll be on for the next Seen and Heard trivia match, and then we'll be doing some Seen and Heard music trivia that's coming up. So it'll be on our Patreon, patreon.com/movie hero. And speaking of that, I have yet to upload it, but I'm going to do it maybe tonight if I can do it without being too tired, but or tomorrow if I don't. But we did a tournament fight that was our favorite music scores of all time, where we played all the music, and that'll be on the Patreon because of copyright things. But you can watch it over there, and you listen to all the music, and that was a lot of fun. So that'll be for people at the $5 tier. That's all you have to pay to see that. But if you would like to play in the Seen and Heard music trivia, it won't cost you anything. You can play for free and listen to more music from these movies. And then
Boxer Steelbook.
Oh, nice. There you go. And we'll also be doing a horror exhibition match. We haven't set any dates yet, but anyone who's interested in doing some horror Seen and Heard trivia, that'll be in October for our exhibition match for that month, and then we'll be getting back into some more of the tournament stuff and that after that. But and then really just what we have going on for tournament fights and tier ranker. Let me bring that up. I have to switch between my notes for that. Let's see, where the frick did my schedule go? Here it is. But next. Well, so Friday's going to be our TV tier ranker. It's going to be best TV shows from 2010 to 2014. So we'll be talking some TV, just trying to get down to top 10 for all these different segments, and then we'll pit them all against each other to determine the best of all time. Then we'll be doing our best movies of 2000 ladder series. We got one more kind of like okay a year to get through. I think 2000 is probably better than 2001, but then we'll be at 1999, so that'll be soon. And then if anyone would like to do some horror, we have most of our horror stuff filled up. I think the only one, well, actually, if you would like to sign up for some horror stuff, all our horror stuff is currently filled up for the month of October, but we do need backups in case anyone drops out, because I do anticipate somebody along the way. So if you don't think that you got a chance, you may be able to squeak in there possibly. But our first thing is going to be our big random horror series that we're going to be doing, where we took 4 tournaments of 64. I took every horror movie ever made to have a website that can do it, and it randomizes them, and then whatever popped up first is winning all those tournaments. We're taking the Sweet 16 from all 4 of those, and they're going to go in a big championship right before Halloween. So that'll be fun. And then I'll just give you a few through October. We got our 1999 ladder series, of course. We're still going to throw in a just regular movie hero mystery tournament because we didn't do one last month. So we'll kind of have a lot of mystery stuff going on in October. And then we're doing the 100 most recent horror movies. So we're just going to take the most recent 100 releases and put it in a tier ranker. So we'll be doing it that way. And then we will get to our the championship for that horror series on Tuesday, October 29th. And then I'll just give you the first one for November. Will be our TV tier ranker will be at 2000 to 2009 for that one. So yeah, that's a little look at like about a little over a month of shows. So yeah, but thanks again everyone for tuning in. I don't know what Malcolm's comment earlier was about the ice cream truck. Is that something from a movie?
I don't know what that means.
Oh God, what is that movie?
Should probably something from like a Jackie Chan movie or something, I imagine.
Yeah,
but,
I think it is.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh, Bruce Lee snaps Jackie Chan's neck. Was that the cameo that you were talking about?
Well, that's what I talked about. Yeah, he's briefly, you barely see his face in Enter the Dragons. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, we'll end it there. Thanks again for everyone who joined us. So for Richie Goodacre, for Jason Nike, for Medea Raymond, for Jonathan Caro, for Austin Pez Al, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we will see you next time.